doing? Yeah, still waiting for Legal Vices and Dani on to show up. I've sent them the text and the tweet. So yeah, Jeff's probably still sleeping. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully they show up soon. But until they do, I'm just gonna read through the chats. Guys, welcome to the House of Flux. Tonight is one of our Unexplained episodes where I normally have Jeff and Dani with me, and we talk about the unexplained, the things that go bump in the night. Oh, yep, there he is. There he is. Oh, hold on. Where did it go? There he is. He just woke up. He woke up. That's all right, Jeff. Take your time. It's all right. We got you until you do. Let's take a look at the chat and see who we've got here. Alan first. Hempland, Texas, also first. Alan posted that at 4:25 p.m. So he did beat you, although I don't know if it would have showed his comment. What? Not first. Let's see. Hello there. What do we see? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to turn out. The Melly trial, it's one of those things where I have no idea how the jury's going to go on this. I can't even predict how they're going to go. I can't do it. Bobby Bologna says, damn it, Alan. Fondin with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Fondin. Mother Fluxing Flux Bucks for Mother Fluxing Flux. First Fluxing super chat. Get in the Fluxing basement. Thank you so much, Fondin. I love those tongue twisters. That's super fun. But thank you for the $5 super chat. We got Mara Loca in the house. Happy Friday. Ooh, Wolfram says, for a $10 super chat, thank you. I'll see your 5 mother fluxing flux bucks and raise you 5 mother fluxing flux bucks. Oh, I think I said it without tripping up that time. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it, Wolfram. Hooah. Let's see. I'm distracted by Drunk Gosney. Yes. I was over at Waifu Kron's channel and we were all hanging out. Literally, as I left, they were coming in. So, oh no. I bet he's getting pretty drunk because I think he had a Moscow Mule. Yeah. We're late, but better late than never. I was just in a chat. He wasn't drunk like 15 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, but it hits him hard. It hits him quick. Heather M, hi. How are you doing? Wow, that came out weird. Hi. That, came out in a weird sing-song. Let's see. Late and Oceanic Titanic. Yes. What's up, Alan Walsh? We got Captain Have Fun in the house. How you doing, Captain Have Fun? It's good to have you here. Been there, done that. It says, when I was in the Army, if you weren't to formation on time, you'd just skip because of the embarrassment. It was not worth it. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, if you missed formation, you just had to wait until after they did formation, and then you could, run up. Yeah, those were the days. We had to be 10 minutes prior to the 10 minutes prior. I hated that. Is Dani joining tonight? She should be. I do believe she is. Let's see. Who else approaching Ricada levels of late? I mean, no. I don't know. See, okay, Ricada's not late. I mean, he's late a lot. But it happens. You gotta set stuff up. You gotta it happens. Time gets in the way sometimes, especially because he's got 500 kids. Having that many kids, that's a job in itself. I give him so many kudos because 5 kids, that's a lot. I mean, my parents had 4. There were 4 of us, and Lord, we were handfuls. Mara Loca sent a $3 super sticker. Let's see what was. Oh, it was the pineapple. I love it's the fist bumping pineapple. That dude is my dude. Um, we got Rebecca in the house. What's up, Rebecca? How you doing, girl? Um, Flux. I almost quit YouTube today. I was on a show and the people were really rude and got me so mad that I cursed. Normally that's against my rules. Oh, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't quit YouTube. Don't do it. Don't. Don't. People on the internet can be rude, but like, screw them. That's rude. But no, don't quit YouTube. You're awesome. We love hanging out with you. You're our mysterious friend. I love it. Um, Legal Vices, 10 minutes. Yeah, take your time, Jeff. It's all right. It's all right. Now that I know you're awake and you're coming, I'm okay. I'm okay. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. I'm so excited it's Friday. Like, it was so fun hanging out with Waifu Kron and Jess and Howard. We were talking about some fun stuff. And then Billy Aoki with the 2 Singapore dollars, things that go bump in the night, are apparent. Billy Aoki. No. No, no, no. Oh, good Lord. I lived in an old murder house when I was 14 and 15. My father did intel work and spec ops. Even he got 2 free. See, yeah, there are so many things. Like, okay, when we talk about Unexplained, one of the things I want to talk about is, I mean, it's been happening. The whole alien thing keeps coming up, and it's like everything is so compartmentalized that, like, nobody knows what's going on, and I want to know. And there's so much. Ooh, what's up, guys? We got.
I'm the second worst. Jeff's not here yet.
No, he just woke up like 10 minutes ago.
Well, still. Still,
Hey,
I'm
bro,
the
how's it
second
going?
worst. Oh,
No, it's fine. Like I said, as long as I knew you guys were coming eventually, I'm good.
I
I
made
just,
it. And I'm not going to lie, I was not aware of today's topic of discussion.
just unexplained stuff,
Oh,
as
just
always, in general.
so
Yeah.
like the cocaine that was found in the White House.
I mean, I find the fact that it hasn't been explained yet, yeah, that is unexplainable.
Yeah, I think it points to an explanation at least. I think it
Oh,
can lead a reasonable person to believe that, the absence of evidence might be evidence in this case.
right?
You
Right?
know? It's just a
It's
little bit weird. You have
it's
how many cameras?
and it's a little coincidental. Just a little bit.
What a
You know?
coinkadink. And, it just so happens that we have camera footage of, Joe Biden's son potentially doing on the balcony, but
That was a fun video.
is that
I
not
watched that and I was like, "Oh, definitely."
I would think it's
Definitely.
hilarious if his dad wasn't such a strong proponent for mandatory minimums, specifically for drug possession, not even use, but drug possession. The guy was the one who forced the mandatory minimums, or at least worked on legislation to force mandatory minimums on everyone throughout the country. So if it weren't for the fact that mandatory minimums existed for so long, I would find it hilarious. Just like when politicians who are super anti, drugs, or who were former prosecutors, Vice President Kamala Harris, who then joke about, doing drugs, that pisses me off too.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's like,
So,
you kind of instituted a lot of bullshit, and now
yeah,
you're
kind
joking
of.
about it.
Kind of, or at least you perpetuated it. I'm a
Yeah.
huge proponent of, try the policy, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You can always change the law. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with changing the law. The issue that I have is, people who do wrong, who know what they're trying to implement is wrong and who are hypocrites in the process. Because you can't tell me he didn't know about his son being a freaking drug addict.
Oh, 100%.
And coming and then going on the floor of the Congress to say, "Oh no, we have to get after these super predators," or in the words of Hillary Clinton, "but we have to go after these people." It's insane. Like, I'm a firm advocate for legalization of marijuana with proper regulation, just like we do with alcohol. And massive penalties and fines for people who drink and drive, and massive penalties and fines for people who get high and drive.
I agree
So
with that.
you guys take on the liability, and I'm the same way with dogs or anything else. My policies are actually, it's pretty principled. It's,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? We're a free country. Do what you want, but you assume the risk and you get to pay for it.
You assume the risk and take the consequences.
Yep, that's
100%.
it.
See, and that's like when I went to school for when I was in school for criminal justice, one of my professors like proposed, he's like, "What do you think?" It was like a class discussion, everything being legal, everything, every type of drug, every type of, whatever. But people have to be held responsible, and they have to take all the consequences and all the risks and be personally like responsible and shit. And we ultimately determined that the American people is too stupid to be that self-responsible, and that we can't do that because people are they're too dumb.
I don't think it's necessarily that as much as it is a scaling problem, right? So this is an issue between the federal, in my mind, it's a scaling issue because, early settlers and people who founded this nation, they were obviously dealing with a much smaller populace. And even then they had broken it down into very, very smaller groups. And from there, and when I say groups, I mean identifying, based on the territory at the time or the state at the time.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth, right? So the Commonwealth of Virginia had X number of people. So they got 2 representatives or however many representatives for that number of people. And then the Senate gets 2, right? So it makes sense until you scale. And then if you're not establishing smaller governments and you're not having smaller governments implementing laws that directly affect you and impact your way of life, be it drug laws or otherwise, that's where you're going to have a problem.
Yeah. And here we go. We got a
Jeff.
Hello, ladies.
Jeff, you're officially the worst.
No, I'm the best.
No, you're the worst because you were the latest.
I'm the best. I am not late. A Lorax arrives exactly when he's meant to.
Oh. You've got like a fuzz, like sound coming off of your mic. Like when you speak.
And it's not me.
When you speak, it almost sounds fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Yeah. Like there's a static or something when you speak.
I'm still teaching Un to get his toy. Hold on.
Yeah. Am I the only one hearing it?
I'm not hearing it.
Maybe it's just me.
A fuzzy, staticky noise when I talk.
Does anybody else hear it?
Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah, it's like a white noise, like a real. It's not loud. It's just like very subtly there.
Weird.
It's unexplained, Jeff. Something had to happen.
Is it a disembodied voice?
Just a second. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I want to be on that show so bad.
Really quick, I'm just gonna get through these super chats. Got Rebecca 199 because we're twins and I love you. Oh, thanks, girl. I love you too. Thank you so much.
So is it still there?
No, I don't think so.
Do you hear it now?
No, it's gone. It's gone.
That's the cicadas out my window.
Are you kidding me? Those are cicadas?
Yeah, I guess that was the cicadas out the window.
How was it only picking up every time you spoke?
Probably because the microphone's like engaged and whatnot, and you just hear the damn the cicadas outside the window.
Holy cow!
Jeff, what are cicadas in Korean?
Memes.
Memi. And I love it because In Korean, there's a lot of onomatopoeias like that, and it sounds
Yeah.
just like a cicada. Meh, meh, meh.
Yeah,
Mammy.
me.
Meh, meh, meh.
And I hate those stupid things. I hate them. I hate those. It's the most annoying, nerve grating, ratchety sound I've ever heard. I hate the cicadas.
I hate them less than I hate the mosquitoes in Korea.
I find that to be so funny that we could hear it and that it sounded like white static.
That's how loud they are. You really can hear them all night, all day, everywhere you go, in the office, out of the office. That has
got to be deafening.
Yeah, I mean, it really is loud. Because I had this hill right behind my house. There's probably a billion of them out there on the hill behind the house.
God. Well,
yeah.
The
jackals of Terra Argentum. The jackals of Terra Argentum.
What's up, my dude? He is our newest member to the basement. What's up? He is our newest basement dweller, just chilling down there with Fondant. Thank you. Fondant? That's awesome. Yeah, I have. So my levels are Mocha, the basement, and then a battle corn, which is just
battle porn.
Battle corn.
Oh, battle corn.
Corn. So when you go to battle, it's just like a corn stick.
Yeah.
No, it's a battle unicorn.
Yeah. I thought it was like actual corn. Like
I thought she said battle porn, so I was like way off the.
No. A battle. I think I have it as.
That would be like, but admit it, battle porn is something that fluctuates.
Yeah, all my members, put your battle porns in the chat.
So you have a basement? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Was that before or after this case?
That was after, but I did it because I was thinking of Wayne and Garth, and I'm like just chilling. We're all just chilling in the basement, smoking weed and chilling.
Basement.
All right, look at my cycle. He makes an appearance once tonight. Look at him.
He's so cute.
What up,
he's full psycho mode. He's biting everything.
Oh, is he losing his teeth? He's teething?
He's teething so bad. He's a little monster right now.
He's too young to have his baby teeth fall out, so it's just the teeth are just coming in.
Baby
it's just his baby teeth.
He's only 12 weeks old.
Oh, he's so cute.
Boy.
We also have the jackal again. I rent out a house that was host to a human sacrifice in the 1980s, allegedly. I think the prior owner was schizo and drowned her baby because she was bonkers. Tenants say the bathroom is haunted, though. Yikes. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Holy cow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Have you ever tried to
sacrifice
see
a human?
Haunted?
Don't admit it. Don't what?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Jeff, do admit it. Do admit it.
Never admit to human sacrifice. Never.
Admit to human sacrifices, people, and make sure that you order your hitman online.
Hold on. I had a
Stop.
Who was it? Hempland, Texas gifted 10 Mocha Dick memberships. Thank you so much. I can't find it, but it's there. The chat has been really weird. But thank you for that. And then Snafu, member for 10 months. Have you been to Adirondack, Minnesota yet? Come see Barn Cats.
Oh.
I love
why would you have to go all the way to Minnesota to see barn cats? Just go to your nearest barn.
Maybe it's like a strip club.
Ooh.
Like another name for barn.
Yeah, you see them barn cats last night there, Doug? Ooh, yeah. She's a feisty one, that barn cat.
Oh, Lord. The Jackals again, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's awesome. Speaking of
yes.
I cannot say that. Narcotics. There we go. And bad prosecutors. Did you guys know the VP's family were the co-founders of the Shower Posse?
I don't know what the Shower Posse is.
Me either. What happened to Jeff?
Jeff, where'd you go, Jeff? Audio's gone, Jeff.
Your
Jeff,
audio's
you're
gone.
dead.
You look like you're doing some weird, creepy, like, stop.
Yeah, stop whatever that is.
Oh,
Oh,
you missed
you're
my.
back.
Why did this microphone thing is weird? I didn't do anything. I don't know why I got muted. You missed all my cool barn cat commentary.
Damn it.
Your video went out too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Please?
okay. Maybe the video went out. It came because when the video goes, the sound goes with it. Maybe the video glitched because it's the unexplained and something's got to happen every time.
Yeah, it's all got to be weird. And then Cool Frog is our newest Mocha Dick. What's up, Cool Frog? You are now my Mocha Dick. What's up? Welcome to the club. All right, and now we got all of the super chats and member chats and memberships. Thank you so much, guys. Let's
sorry for being late. I guess I was tired. And you just woke up and you go, "Oh God, why is it 6 o'clock?
Yeah, how dare you sleep
6 o'clock in the morning?" And then I went, "Oh my God, it's 10:40. I must have been tired."
Yeah, because you kind of stayed because you were on the whatever or laid back news till pretty late, right?
Yeah,
that was fun.
It's a pretty darn late, but I didn't sleep yesterday. I did not sleep yesterday. Not like last night, but the night before. So Thursday night, I did not sleep. I slept for 30 minutes. So I guess I was still plumb tuckered out.
Do you have anything specifically you have brought to the table for the unexplained?
I am the table, Flux.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
It's unexplained. That's the topic.
So Dani was talking about the unexplained bag of narcotics found in the White House.
A bar of narcotics is how it has been described to me. A white powdery substance that tested positive for cocaine.
Interesting.
So who's getting gold bars of coke flown in and carried into the White House? Let's eliminate.
Nobody, Dani. Nobody. Because there was no DNA, there was no fingerprints, there was no video. Nobody got it.
Nobody saw it.
No log. By the way, they narrowed down the log of visitors to 100 people. So let's just assume that they narrowed it to 100 people. And with all the FBI resources at their disposal, they went to go and check whether or not a drug dealer was potentially amongst them or someone with a criminal history. Quick and easy check, right? You could have your intern do it in like one day, run all 100 names. My guess is they did that. My guess is it all came back negative. And my guess is that the individual who may or may not have been involved in said bar is amongst the 5 people who can access the White House without actually having to sign into the visitor's log. Namely, the president and or the president's family.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very
it's
unexplainable.
Well,
I think it's funny because that's unexplained. The leak of the Supreme Court's decision for Roe v. Wade was leaked. That's unexplained.
Yep.
The pipe plants that were planted on January 5th, that's unexplained. There's
them
so
barn
many
cats, they're explained though.
Or what about the motivation behind the Las Vegas shooter? That's also unexplained.
Ooh, or the
shooter's gonna shoot
the Christmas Eve downtown bomber.
Yeah, in friggin' Tennessee and Nashville that no one talks about, and it just happened.
I am so convinced that this dude, they pinned him down, but he had to do what he had to do, but he also didn't want to hurt anybody, so he did it the way he did, and that song is literally his cry for help, which I find to be utterly depressing. Because he's
the best way to
about
cry
where
for help is just the best way to cry for help is just like, somebody help me. That's like the best way.
I mean, unless the government is stepping on your neck and
McAfee did that. Do you remember that, Jeff? McAfee did that. He sent out a tweet that said, "Hey, somebody help me." And by the way, if I get Epsteined, you know who did it. And then guess what? He got Epsteined in the jail.
Well, he's still alive because I still keep getting pop-ups on my computer.
And not just that, look at not Edward Snowden, but
no, with
Julian Assange.
No, with McAfee when he when he was killed, he was or whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like a kill switch where like if he ever died, like all this stuff would be released? And so a lot of people think that he's not actually dead because the dump was never, or the
As
switch
long as
was
I keep
never.
getting pop-ups on my computer saying buy his software, his name's on it, I still think he's alive.
We also got another $5 super chat from the
making
Jackals.
bank. Cha-ching!
I know, right? Thank you so much. I was a paramilitary anti-communist death squad out of Jamaica that also was really, really into table snow industry.
Table snow.
I don't know what that is.
Table
Oh,
cocaine.
okay. Yep. I was like, wait, table snow. I don't know what that means. Nope.
It's so innocent.
See, and me and the way I grew up, I never even understood the difference between all the stupid drugs, and now I'm just like, yes, the booger sugar. Mm-hmm.
Dani, where are you? Ooh, Dani.
I know
it's
Jeff cleaned his
Bane.
glasses, and it made me realize mine were dirty.
Well, I was like, why can't I see?
Yeah.
But it's still early. I'm sounding like Bane today.
Yeah,
I need some more water.
You went all Bane this morning for me, but last night for you. That was funny. I don't know what happened there, but you went full Bane.
Last night? Oh, for you? Like right now?
No. Like it was this morning for me, but last night for you.
Did I? Huh.
Yeah, on your stream. Wait, that was last night, I think. Yeah, this morning.
You can never go Bane too much. Just need water. It's a short step from Bane to Jimmy What's His Guts.
Another $5 super chat from the Jackals. Thank you so much. That was reference to the shower posse. If that wasn't obvious, my bad. I have to look up the shower posse. I don't know what that is.
Love my posse in the shower.
Oh Lord.
We need the feed the duck song.
Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? I got it. The one that. Here we go.
Yeah, see that's what you need for the posse in the shower. Get you some shower posse.
I love that this is called feeding the ducks.
Yeah, feeding the ducks means something different to guys.
Does it really?
Yeah, you're like feeding the geese.
Is that a real thing?
It is. Yeah.
Like that's a phrase people use?
Yes. Feeding the geese. It's a thing.
I did not know that.
Jimmy Stewart. See, that's how asleep I am. Jimmy Stewart. I can't even think of like one of the most famous actors ever to live on planet Earth. Mm-hmm. Mary. Did you go for a walk in the moonlight, Mary?
I'm sure you've seen the movie Harvey. Jimmy Stewart, and he's got a giant invisible rabbit.
Oh yeah, like I've seen that exactly once 1 billion years ago.
I think it's funny because he's got a giant invisible rabbit named Harvey. It doesn't make sense.
I didn't know you all were streaming. Well, I'm barely streaming. We'll get it. I'm hydrating. I'm hydrating. So I'll be to myself once my because it's hot and I was asleep for a long time just breathing hot air, so my throat just feels like sandpaper. And I'm exhausted. Okay, I think I'm feeling better.
Oh Lord.
Flux, did you watch lingerie football?
I watched a good part of it, and you know what I kept thinking is I'm like, these women are like better at taking hits than the dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you know, the big Amazon queen Campbell, Jane, her pigtails reminded me of yours.
You know,
these
and
big
it's
Freya braids.
Well, see, and I've thought about doing that because I could totally tease my hair and make it just
goddessy.
I mean, not
luscious locks of waves and curls, like friggin' Starbucks bitch over here,
you-
looking like a friggin' mermaid queen.
We like the Freya pigtails.
Have
Over
you
on Aussie
guys-
Overlord's channel, we were watching lingerie football yesterday,
Ooh.
and the center for one of the teams had these big Freya braid pigtails like Flux, and it reminded me of Flux. She reminded me of Flux. She could kill Flux, but she reminded me of Flux.
Yeah. She could just like,
Mm.
and I would like.
I
Yeah,
don't
been
think
been
so,
there,
Jeff.
done that. What? No, this chick could kill Flux. I'm sorry, Flux, but yeah.
Yeah.
What,
no,
by sitting
no.
on her or something?
No,
she
she's
was like
just this-
5 times the size of me.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like all muscle too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Been there and done that. Yes, that is so cool.
I haven't seen it. I have to go look at it.
Speaking of things that haven't been seen,
Uh-huh.
do
Thank
we
you for
wanna
the
do some
$2 super chat,
Unexplained?
by the way. Been there, done that. I am gonna go look at it. If you guys haven't, go look at the Godzilla that he's making over on his channel.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. How's the burrito, Dani?
It's not a burrito, actually.
It looked like a burrito.
It's Parmesan encrusted salmon with a really nice cucumber.
Ah,
sauce
now I see it.
On top of a bed of rice.
That's a
Oh,
large chunk of salmon. That looks good.
I made
I'm
it.
jealous.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself. This is the best cucumber sauce I've ever made. And typically I don't eat on stream, but I'm really hungry and I had to go to work all day and I've been like, I screwed up a case and I had to fix it. So attorneys do that sometimes. We make whoopsies, but then we spend all day in a complete spaz attack, like having to fix it. So it's all oily and gross, but now I'm not oily and gross. And now my food is just oily and delicious.
Ladies.
And I'm very happy.
I'm oily and gross and delicious. And I need them barn cats.
So
right.
one thing also, have you guys heard, seen all the new reports on the UFOs coming out and Congress doing all this stuff with it?
I've heard about it. Everyone's been telling me, show me.
No, Dani. See, that's what I have locked and loaded here.
Yes.
Whoa, Jeff.
Yes.
We got locked and loaded stuff.
See, this is what a lack of sleep will do for you kids. Don't sleep. That's the moral of the story. Just don't sleep.
What?
Oh, I'm just telling everyone. It's true.
Dani is Runkle of the Barbie.
Ah.
Hey, my nickname was Barbie for a very long time.
I'm honored to be Barbie. What pisses me off is they ruined the Barbie movie. Apparently, there's a scene where all these little girls take their Barbie dolls and start slamming them on rocks, and they're like, "We're not mothers" or something. And I'm like, "The fuck? What is wrong with you people?"
Yeah, I want to see it, but because it looks like
Barbie
it
is
should be
feminist
amazing,
enough.
but I'm going to try and block out all the woke stuff and just pay attention to the funny jokes, like where she has the high heel, where, what's her name has the,
Margot
clog.
Robbie?
No, not Margot Robbie.
The annoying comedian who thinks she's funny on.
I like her.
You like her?
That's every woman comedian. Who are we talking about?
No, it's Kate.
No.
Yeah, she's
That
the
one
gay
woman
one.
thinks she's funny.
She's the gay one.
Yeah, I know.
That does not narrow it down either. Every female comedian, except for Wong.
She was
Wong?
the
Ali Wong. She's the only one that's not gay.
Guys, help me out. I can't think
Rosie
of her name.
O'Donnell?
No, she's blonde. She's semi-attractive. She has super
plays
short hair.
Ellen.
She's on
Ellen
DeGeneres.
She
SNL.
pretends to be Ellen a lot.
Oh, she
on
pretends
SNL.
to be
Looks a lot like her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say she's unattractive. She's just got kind of crazy, scary features.
She's got crazy eyes, but she in the certain outfit, she can be really pretty.
I'd agree with you.
Man, nobody's telling me that. I have to look it up.
Well, I've got the UFO article locked and loaded.
Okay. Yes.
Anytime you're ready.
There we go.
Mark Rubio said he's heard shocking firsthand accounts of UFOs from top Pentagon officials. So now we've got Mark Rubio in on it, and top Pentagon officials who claim U.S. owns crashed non-human craft and is working on reverse engineering their technology.
It's Kate McKinnon. Sorry. Thank you,
Working
chat.
on as though we already haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, working on is, that's present tense. They're still doing it. More whistleblowers in the Pentagon have come forward with firsthand knowledge of the secret UFO crash retrieval programs. U.S. Senator Mark Rubio has revealed the Republican Florida Senate. See, now it's all Republicans so far, but just hold your horses, hold your barn cats, ladies. Yes. The Republican Florida senator said officials with very high clearances who have occupied high positions within our government have come forward with firsthand knowledge and firsthand claims of top secret government programs. U.S. Air Force officer David Grush, he was the guy that we talked about last month, made worldwide news earlier this month when he claimed alien craft and bodies had been recovered and reverse engineered, not back engineered by you. I hate people. This is the Daily Mail, so maybe they just say it differently in England. In America, it's reverse engineered. Gross noted these beings are cautiously described as non-human intelligences by insiders within these highly classified programs because even experts can't say for sure where these beings really come from. Senator Rubio said that some of these witnesses who spoke with the Senate Intelligence Committee, where Rubio is vice chairman, were likely some of these same individuals referenced by Grosh. A lot of these people came to us even before these protections were in the law for whistleblowers to come forward, Rubio told News Nation Monday. Grush, an Air Force veteran, we know what he said. For their part, the Inspector General described Grush's complaint as credible and urgent in July 2022. This is the Inspector General saying that it's credible and urgent. Rubio's in on it. Now, Congress, other high-ranking Pentagon officials are on this subject. Senator Rubio, who's the vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, emphasized that there have been similar credible threats to the committee's other unnamed witnesses, their livelihoods, and their lives. We're threatening witnesses that come forward with the alien news. Ooh,
what?
Surprise.
That doesn't sound like our government.
He says, I'm not trying to be evasive, Senator Rubio said, but I am trying to be protective of these people. Some of these people still work in government, and frankly, a lot of them are very fearful, the Florida Republican noted, fearful of their jobs, fearful of their clearances, fearful of their career, and some, frankly, are fearful of harm coming to them. So, there's a whole bunch more there.
I understand the fear of the clearance the most.
Yeah.
Of that list of fears, because it's genuinely one of the few things that you can lose at the drop of a hat. If you have credible claims of alien intervention and UFOs or whatever, and you bring that to a superior and they want to shut you up real quick, they say this person's insane. They clearly have lost their judgment. Clearly something is wrong with them. Maybe they're in a state of mania. Maybe they're not safe to hold a security clearance. Whoop! Security clearance gone. And then you have to go through a very lengthy appeals process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hill also has an article that talks about the same stuff.
I don't know. Did you see the video? Do you ever watch Breaking Points with Crystal and Sagar?
Mm-mm.
They used to be
when it pops up on my feed, I'll watch it.
They used to be on the Hill, and then they left because screw regular media, do your own media and speak about what you want to speak about. So I like them because they're kind of like they're as medium, I think, as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as news reports and news media, I think they're the most like middle. But anyways, Sagar really loves talking about UFOs, and he did a whole segment on UFOs as well, because it's just it's what everybody's talking about right now, because it's like, oh my god, now they've revealed that they have like these there is like legitimate criteria as to what makes a UFO a UFO.
Also, I would like to credit Donald Trump and 4chan and all the other trollers and Facebook who led to the disclosure of Area 51. I don't think we would have all these UFO disclosures coming up through very controlled releases if it weren't for the disclosure of Area 51.
Yeah, well, check this out. It's getting better or worse depending on which side of the UFO thing you're on here. Asked June 26th about allegations of secret UFO retrieval and reverse engineering programs, Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chairman Mark Rubio made several stunning statements. We read a couple of them in exclusive interview. Rubio told News Nation Washington correspondent Joe Khalil that multiple individuals with very high clearances have come forward, share firsthand UFO-related claims beyond the realm of what the Senate Intelligence Committee has ever dealt with. Rubio's comments provide context for a bipartisan provision adopted unanimously by the Senate Intelligence Committee. Has there ever been anything the Senate Intelligence Committee has endorsed unanimously before? Which would immediately halt
weapons
funding
of mass destruction.
Which would immediately halt funding for any secret government or contractor efforts to retrieve and reverse engineer craft of non-Earth or exotic origin. The extraordinary language added to the Senate version of the Intelligence Authorization Bill mirrors and adds significant credibility to a whistleblower's recent stunning allegations that a clandestine, decades-long effort to recover, analyze, and exploit objects of non-human origin has been operating illegally without congressional oversight. And the bill instructs individuals with knowledge of such activities to disclose all relevant information and grants legal immunity to them. Beyond the Senate Intelligence Committee, the powerful investigative body that oversees the nation's intelligence agencies, found the aforementioned whistleblowers' allegations that the UFO-related programs are illegally withheld from Congress to be, quote, credible and urgent.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand? Jeff, did you just read that they passed a measure to put a halt on reverse engineering of alien craft?
Illegally without government oversight.
Yeah, which implies that they're reverse engineering that right now. They just don't have the permissions.
I find it interesting that they included the term "and contractors."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I talked about this on my show actually about Raytheon and how magically they have like the most patents ever in history, and that they were the ones who developed all this technology suddenly after World War II that just magically appeared out of nowhere, and we went from a human society that basically had just learned about propulsion engines to a society that was dropping 2 suns on Japan and communicating via telecommunication, cellular service, Wi-Fi. I mean, it's the advancements that we have made in the past 50 years eclipse thousands and thousands and thousands of years of human development.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I think they just told everybody about Area 51 to placate everybody, to it's a real thing. What? But I want to know about the places they aren't admitting are real.
Oh, just all of the other proofing grounds.
Exactly.
You just assume all the proofing grounds that are out there that are classified are likely doing this type of research.
Well, see, and that's the interesting thing is, I can't remember who it was, but I was talking to someone the other day that said it was someone from outside of the U.S. It was visiting the U.S. and driving across the U.S. And their big takeaway was there's a lot of empty space in the U.S.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, there's a ton of empty space here. And all I'm saying is that was a huge technological advancement from 0 to 1,000 in like 50 years. But what I will say, I'm just going to throw this out there too. There is such thing as an event horizon, right? So maybe the development of the nuclear bomb was our event horizon for our generation, and that's what propelled humanity. But do I think it's any kind of, there's a reason that Project Paperclip existed. There's a reason that we were going after these engineers. There's a reason that the space race began almost immediately after World War II. Where we knew that space was the
Roswell.
Where suddenly you have these Bell designs coming out of Germany, right, for propulsion engines. Werner von Braun was the head of NASA for immemorial until he was done. Yes, there is an Area 52 in Utah. There's also an area something that's connected to Dugway Proofing Ground, which is where we, test all the human killer. So, and whatnot killer. Who knows? Who knows what other kind of stuff they have there.
I'm in Maryland, and I'm not too far from the proving ground here, and they do ordinances here. And so, like, we're hearing, like, the, boom booms a lot that rattle the house a lot. And I'm like, what are they testing this stuff for? What are they practicing?
The cool thing is, it keeps getting better. Is like the only word I have. It keeps. Like they're saying here, like moreover. Yeah, I just mean the situation.
Remarkable.
The revealing of all of this keeps getting better.
Well, and they have to, though, Jeff. Here's what I think. I think after the disclosure of Area 51 and where you had all these other countries coming out, forcing disclosures, saying, hey, we're seeing it in our military too. Hey, what's going on here? And I also think that okay. Well, we'll talk about that in a sec. Sorry, I'll shut up. You can finish reading.
Oh, no, I go ahead, talk. I didn't say anything.
Okay, what I was going to say is I think Roswell provided two wonderful tools to the government from a government perspective. Okay. This is from the government's perspective. Two wonderful tools came out of that. Oh, three. The usage and coinage of the term conspiracy theorist came from the Roswell incident.
Not true.
Really? Teach me.
Not true. We actually just went over this last night on my stream.
I could have been educated. Folks, that's why you got to tune in. That's why you got to subscribe. If this is your first time being here, make sure you subscribe. If this is your second time being here, make sure you leave a like so that this channel gets the well-deserved attention that it desires, because you could learn these things before making dumbass comments like I just did. So save yourself the trouble and subscribe to Flux.
Maybe I should have kept reading. Sorry. My fault.
No. So what the term conspiracy theory, or like conspiracy theory itself, has been dated back as far as 1863 after I think it was President Garfield or something. But what happened was that it became popular and relevant in 1964 after JFK was assassinated, and the CIA coined the term so that they could discredit people who did not believe the Warren Commission.
Oh, okay. So that handles one conspiracy. Regardless, the intent of the conspiracy and what I was saying is partially true, but you're absolutely right then. If it came out through JFK, that's fine. But it doesn't deplete from my two thoughts about Roswell. Yes. One, it gave the government space to discredit people who saw genuine U.S. technology in action at the time. And from there onward, right? They could say, oh, these are wackadoos. Okay.
Yep.
Two, it also provided coverage. So just like I can say, out into the netherverse, I'm going to be at this location at this time. I can then also follow that up with several other messages, clouding that singular message by saying, oh, well, I might be over here. And actually, I'm going to be over here. And then I changed my mind and I decided I'm going to be over there, where the truth is that first message I sent out, right? Mm-hmm. The government really understood how to utilize the initial story to cover up what's actually going on. So once they learned how to message the original story, they could then push out, the conspiracy theorists would do the rest for them, right? The people who genuinely didn't know what was going on, who genuinely wanted an explanation, would provide a gazillion other explanations rather than the reasonable explanation that to me is not beyond the realm of possibility, that the US government did have access to actual alien technology, alien meaning extraterrestrial, and they were reverse engineering that technology. So Roswell is an incredibly powerful moment, in my opinion, in American history, in the way that the government interacts with the truth and with what they tell people and how they mask what's actually going on.
And more people are coming forward. Like I mean, before like it was the crazy guy in the cornfield in Iowa somewhere. You know, it was Travis Walsh. Now it's high-ranking Pentagon officials, it's intelligence officers, it's senators. These are the people that are coming forward. Like this article says here. Moreover, according to two reports, multiple military, intelligence, and contractor officials corroborated claims that the U.S. government or private companies possess multiple crafts of non-human origin. You've got the bill they're talking about. The Senate Intelligence Committee legislation goes significantly further than previous laws to protect whistleblowers. I mean, this is some amazingly cool stuff. But again, as with anything, it always gets better. Because remember the guy said, "Oh, we're doing he's going to call for congressional hearings."
Yes.
And see, that's what Rose here is saying like a while ago in chat. I highlighted this. So basically they're trying to just tell enough to act like they told me more when they said much of nothing to patronize us. Well, not really. Because as of yesterday, dun dun dun.
There it is.
This is yesterday.
Ooh.
I just put it there. Flux didn't bring it up.
Sorry. You know, I'm used to just watching your stream, and so I'm like, oh, you know,
when you lead like that,
making me do all the work.
Well, no, I'm just like, I'm just going along for the ride. I appreciate
UFO. The House plans hearing on UFOs next week.
We're done with the cover-ups.
We're done with the cover-up. You like that?
Is this to distract from the other stuff that's happening in the White House?
Well, we don't care. We just want to hear about the UFOs.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't care what else is happening in the White House.
Because I mean, we already know this is going on. And what I do like about that, whoa, that guy kind of looks like a lizard person.
Yeah, he's like,
they're Republican.
Don't tell
Tim
about
Burchett,
me.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, not him. Are you talking about the guy in the back? I'm talking about.
Yes, doesn't he?
Yeah, the guy in the
He
back.
looks like he's wearing a swimsuit. Bad photo.
Don't tell him about me. Shh. Wink, wink. Yeah, the House Oversight Committee. She's gone out of the Intelligence Committee. Now it's in the House Oversight Committee. Will hold a hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, commonly referred to as UFOs or UAPs. That's kind of weird. You would actually give you UAP and then call it a UFO. Next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, they're going to hold congressional hearings on this issue. Representative Tim Burchett announced at a press conference Thursday the latest attempt by government officials to take reports of sightings seriously. They have never taken sightings seriously ever before. It was always, E.T., little green
true.
man.
That's not true. Project Blue Book existed for many, many years. I think what should be taken seriously, and I think Forbes is bearing the lead on this, is the reverse engineering and the recovered spacecraft and the recovery of alien remains, which is what was talked about by the one whistleblower who came out full guns a-blazing, full public.
Mm-hmm.
The critical quote here is they either do exist or they don't exist, Burchett said of UFOs during the press conference where he announced the hearing.
That's our lizard man, by the way, the guy in the back.
Oh, Lord.
No, Birch is the guy in front.
Are you sure? Because I thought on this... Here, scroll up. I want to make
just
sure.
Just a minute. Well, this is more important. We'll scroll up in just a second.
Okay.
They either exist or they don't exist. They keep telling us they don't exist, but they block every opportunity for us to get a hold of the information to prove that they do exist. And we're going to get to the bottom of it, dadgummit, whatever the truth may be. So that's how they spell dadgummit, just in case you were wondering. We're done with the cover-ups.
I'm glad that they spelt it out. Hold on.
Right? I needed that.
First things first, dadgummit, Rep him speaks. Oh, okay, you're right. Sorry, I thought it said first left in my stupid ADHD dyslexic brain.
Yeah.
First to the left, Rep Tim Burchett.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tim Burchett is not the lizard man.
Yeah. Well, and the key facts for this are the hearings will provide firsthand accounts of unidentified anomalous phenomenon. People are going to be there to give firsthand accounts.
See,
this is happening, people.
Bring the aliens in.
Somebody's got to cover this next Wednesday.
Well, if it's a congressional hearing, it'll probably be on C-SPAN.
What
They
time
do
is it?
everything. Wednesday
Which
sometime. That's
means
all they said.
Joe might cover it.
No,
Joe's not
don't
gonna
give him
cover it.
ideas.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
he was streaming the Hunter
Joe has
Biden ones.
100,000 followers. He
Yeah,
can
he
figure
doesn't
out
need
his
any more
own. He
ideas.
doesn't need to steal all of our cool ideas.
I will cover it Wednesday, July 26th.
Yes.
I'm
I'm sorry,
marking
Jeff.
it
I
on
won't
my
be
work
watching this
calendar
show
right
business
now.
that day.
Yeah.
The UFOs is kind of cool.
So they'll have the first-hand accounts of unidentified anomalous phenomenon and discuss the federal government's transparency and accountability regarding the matter. Burchett said the committee will hear from former Navy Commander David Braver and former Navy pilot Ryan Graves. They're the two pilots that had those released videos, who claimed to have spotted a UFO, as well as David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence official who has claimed U.S. government has found vehicles of non-human origin, adding that the witnesses will speak frankly. The committee asserted that the federal government spends millions of dollars examining UFOs, but has refused to be forthcoming with the public about what it knows. Burchett said the committee members have seen a heck of a lot of pushback. There are a lot of people who don't want this to come to light. And he said he wants the federal government to release documents related to UFOs.
Who has the intellectual property rights to the information and the technology that they derive from reverse engineering alien craft?
That's why the government wants control over it.
Because it's the government's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the public, meaning the government, the state, having access to that. I don't mind that. What I do mind is government contractors who we pay for this technology from to be doing the reverse engineering of said technology and then charging us for whatever they discover as a result.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's drafted these contracts, but that's what I would first be looking at, is saying, hey, look, if the US government is footing the bill for the research, we own whatever the results of the research uncover.
Yeah. Yeah. Really quick, we got a couple super chats. The Jackals again, another $10 super chat. Thank you. The Empire of Japan had similar seismic shift, but in bioweaponry in the 1930s, 100 years ahead of everyone else. All modern bioweaponry can be traced back to the stuff they did in the 20s. Wow.
Is that in reference to the, what was that called? The group of individuals who carried out horrible human rights atrocities against their own people. They basically took women and like froze their arms and then would beat it with a board to break the arm, and then continued to beat it until they figured out where the pain receptors were in the nerve endings. And then like they would they would like transplant, like do unnecessary transplants to see how to figure out transplants. And then there was a bunch of other experimentation that leads me to believe that someone was a sadist and wasn't actually deriving anything at all besides their own sick pleasures out of it. There was a lot. Someone in the chat probably knows. I'll shut up and you can keep reading super chats.
No, that's all right. You can really quick, $2 says developed in the 20s and developed in the 1930s. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that.
I have two snoring aliens here on
I
the
know,
floor
I
next
hear
to
your
me.
dogs. I'm just like, oh,
I thought my dog was being loud.
Jeez. I get it in stereo. I got one on either side of me.
So
That's
it was
awesome.
Unit 731. If anyone wants to not sleep tonight, it was allegedly in operation from 1936 to 1945. My guess is that they were working on human experimentation even before then. There was an estimated 200,000 to 300,000 deaths as a result.
Yeah, I mean they were largely responsible for some of the things that happened, like during the rape of Nanking and things. Like Dani was saying, you put the arms in liquid nitrogen and shatter them and just do weird shit like that.
Yeah,
not a pleasant group of people.
and they used to call people logs because after they were done horribly torturing them to death, they would roll them up in little like straw mats and put them on to these train carts, and they looked like logs being loaded onto a train cart.
Oh Lord.
Yep, and then they would go and dispose of the body. But they practiced all kinds of horrible experiments on these poor people, and the full extent of the atrocities we still don't know entirely. which is bizarre because they kept very meticulous records.
Mhm.
And that's how we
Yeah.
learned about comfort women in Japan and other things.
Oh, Lord.
then
And
we
then
have-
for
that's all right.
$9.99 super chat, thank you so much, Dark Lotus. Thanks for hosting, ma'am. Pass the incense on the left hand side. Oh, right. I will pass my incense on over. Thank you so much for that.
How do you like
And-
incense? Do you like incense, by the way?
I love incense.
I also love incense.
I don't think you like the same kind of incense that I like.
Oh, I think I do.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay.
Is it Egyptian rose?
This one is called Afternoon Delight.
Of course it is.
Well, the one I prefer is Huckleberry.
Oh.
Huckleberry Mountain.
Oh, see, I actually do have some real incense, and
I was talking about real incense. Flex, don't ruin it.
but I have this one. It's called Colorado Mountain Spring, and it smells like it's like a fresh linen smell. It actually smells really good.
That sounds really lovely.
I'm so excited. Congress is finally looking into. Wait, what? There's an alien hunter?
Shut
At
up.
Harvard.
Keep reading.
It's a Harvard guy. So
It's
now
a
we've got
Harvard alien hunter. So now
now we have other people. Harvard alien hunter UFO claims. Sorry, let's read that properly. Harvard alien hunter UFO claims. That's not how you're supposed to read that. UFO claims grab attention ahead of House hearing. Avi Loeb, a Harvard physicist, believes that he found fragments of alien technology on the ocean floor off the coast of Papua New Guinea. Loeb, who calls himself the alien hunter of Harvard, went to the region searching for bits of a rare meteor, one that formed outside our solar system and reportedly crashed in the area in 2014. Last week, he revealed his findings, which include 50 small metallic spheres he found in the sand on the ocean floor.
What?
The pieces were fragments of an alien craft, the first hard evidence proving there was life beyond Earth, and bolstered his claim by citing U.S. Space Command notice that the trajectory of whatever crashed into the ocean was interstellar in origin.
Wait. That's a really massive claim to be making without actually retrieving those metallic spheres and ruling out drones, foreign technology, and whatever else it may be. Hell, it might be that
Literally
plane that
anything.
disappeared over the freaking Pacific somewhere. You guys remember that? Which plane was that? The Philippines?
MH370.
Yeah, it could have been that. Who knows?
Oh, that story terrifies me.
We'll get to
A
that one
whole ass
after our
plane.
alien story, because that is unexplained.
Yes, 100%.
Grush, the guy that started all of this, told News Nation the U.S. government has recovered non-human crash. So, well, naturally, when you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sound, it's true. This is Grosh talking about this. We're
Right.
definitely not alone, he added. The data points quite empirically that we're not alone. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
A preliminary analysis conducted by Loeb's team revealed that the spheres are made of 84% iron, 8% silicon, 4% magnesium, and 2% titanium, plus trace elements, all of which elements are found on Earth. Metzger said other scientists also said Loeb's claims failed to take into consideration that these spheres could be bits of terrestrial meteorites or even pollution gathering on the ocean floor.
Right.
It could take years for scientists to fully analyze them. So Metzger cautioned that researchers like Loeb, who make up sensational claims without evidence to back them up, can do more harm than good for the larger scientific community. See, now,
And the larger conspiracist community, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is anytime anybody comes up with something, they're going to go, yeah, Loeb, you're just like that Loeb guy. And settle down, ease it up, and that's what it's going to be. But next week, they're holding hearings on this.
I mean, holy cow. Rose said that Kaser Pineapple is also covering it. That is, like, the fact that they're actually going to Congress with UFO stuff. Guys, I'm so close to believing in aliens. I'm so close
Well,
to believing
good.
in aliens.
We hope you come around.
I'm right there, but I'm still like just not quite. I'm close.
You're like those ghost hunter guys video I sent you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where they're there, but they're not quite there, but they're there, but they're not quite there.
But they're there, but they're not. Oh my god! And they were freaking funny
Danny?
as shit, dude.
Have you guys talked about Project Bluebeam though?
That's
in
pretty
context
cool.
of the recent disclosures?
I keep. Oh, by the way, disclosure. I keep saying Kaiser. I always say Kaiser. I don't know why. It's Kaiser. I'm sorry. I always say Kaiser. It's Kaiser pineapple. I don't know why I say. Anyways, proceed. Sorry. Project Bluebeam.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any truth to it. I have not delved into it deeply, but I have heard multiple people have brought it to my attention whenever I bring up the alien disclosures, which is essentially, hey, look, the US is going to create this false flag, and this is a part of this project, Bluebeam. It's already designed to go into action. The government has already worked really diligently to condition people to accept the existence of aliens. Sure. And the reason it's called Project Bluebeam, or at least one of the reasons, is because as part of the conditioning, if you watch like recent Hollywood films, and I talk about this on my channel all the time,
Jeff's been talking about it too.
Yeah, Hollywood is used as a medium to make people accept really foreign and dangerous and scary concepts very quickly. So we condition the public to accept these new ideas. Well, if you look at all of the blue beams, right, in any recent flick, you name it, right, from like, I don't know, comic book movies to you name it, okay? It's always this blue light beam. I think even Independence Day does it, that comes down and either transports aliens or destroys cities. Well, the whole concept behind this false flag, allegedly, as I understand it, someone is going to flame in the chat. Please flame away because I don't understand it entirely. But my
Flux's whole entire chat is just flaming.
I'm sure the chat may flame. And I don't want to.
Oh my god, guys!
I didn't start the fire, okay? I want the flamers to be happy.
It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Sorry. So
the
theory goes, the government at some point is going to create some sort of catastrophe. They will shut down the internet and all social media and all telecommunication devices in the area. And they will broadcast a pre-recorded image of this blue beam coming down and destroying a certain area and tell the world that there are aliens, thus eliminating any sort of religious rejection that they may have regarding a certain issue at hand, and to detract from some other thing that the government is doing. So there's twofold purpose in this alleged project. And there's even talk amongst conspiracy theorists that I have heard in the grapevine, mildly passed over on Reddit.
Heard it through the grapevine.
There's also this third element of potentially using holograms and narcotics to drug the local population into believing that aliens truly do exist. Now, that's not unheard of. If you think about the Gulf of Tonkin incident, the soldiers who testified to the Gulf of Tonkin actually happening, they had drug tests done later and found that there were trace elements of certain drugs in their system. And it's theorized, at least, that the government intentionally threw down flash grenades to make the soldiers believe that they were under attack, even though they know that that never happened. And full disclosure comes out, I think it was it 50 years after Vietnam that we finally got a full disclosure on that issue? That never happened. We were never attacked.
Yeah.
Ever. But there was first-hand accounts of people testifying to it actually happening. And they truly believed it happened. And I think I've talked about my grandfather's experience down in the tunnels on this channel.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So I feel like I'm echoing. Do you guys hear me echoing?
Now you're just repeating yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think it's Jeff's mic picking up the dogs as well as because I heard an echo for a second, but it didn't come back.
Huh.
You're good.
Okay.
I hear nothing.
I hear a feedback.
I think it's
Only you.
No, it's the feedback off of Jeff's mic again.
Okay.
No, there can't be feedback from my mic because my mic isn't picking up audio. I've got my earphones in.
Is it mine?
No, I'm saying like there's still like a fuzz, I think, on your mic.
Okay, did I fix it now?
Jeff, say something?
No, she's Dani's talking about herself.
No, but your mic was affected as well, but now you both sound fine.
Whatever.
I don't know where my puppy went.
I think it's I honestly think it's StreamYard that messes with the mic, and then it like fixes it when you try and do something with it.
Huh. Well, I did want to say very quickly. So my grandfather, he actually, oh, there he is. He's asleep next to me. I'm the worst puppy mommy ever. He's given up trying to get my attention. So here's what happened. So my grandfather worked on a underground tunnel, and he was an engineer. He worked on a bunch of different skunk work projects and like other highly classified stuff. Anyway, he was an engineer. He worked on this tunnel out in New Mexico, and it branched out from one of these bases. Now I know that we've probably talked about underground bases on this channel. If not, we probably should. So he starts working on this tunnel. Anyway, at the end of the project, he gets called down to the tunnel because allegedly there's some sort of leak, right? Regardless, they're finding steam in the tunnels, which is never a good sign because that means one of the pipes is releasing, or there's some kind of condensation, either condensation or one of the pipes is leaking. Mm-hmm. So he goes down to the steam with a bunch of other project engineers to work on this portion of the tunnel. And suddenly there was a bunch of flashing lights, and he was surrounded by this fog. And when the fog and steam enveloped him and his colleagues, he allegedly saw figures in the fog that appeared to be like alien grays.
Oh, Lord, Jeff, are you all right?
What?
It sounded like you were banging around in there.
Nope.
Yeah, something's going on with your mic, Jeff. It's not me.
Yeah, it's your mic's got a weird like static on it.
I think it's too sensitive.
It might be. No,
that's you women. You're both too sensitive. That's why
I think you're coming in a little hot.
Yeah,
I'm always coming in. I'm always coming hot. You know. Hang on. And that's why I turned the microphone. That's why I turned the camera off so I can unplug and replug in the mic.
So anyway, so they have this underground base. Or the tunnel, not the underground base. This is secondhand hearsay, okay? Mm-hmm. Coming from me. So allegedly, he passes out, okay? He's hearing weird sounds. He's feeling weird vibrations. He feels like hot and lightheaded, and he starts to feel his heart palpitating. He passes out along with everyone else in the team. Mm-hmm. He wakes up a few days later in the doctor's office and is told, if you tell anyone, we'll kill you. Well, here's the funny thing. He died. Okay, he's dead. He's done. And I don't give two shits about him. He's a rat-ass human being. But he ended up telling that to some other people. That's how I heard about it. Wow. And by some other people, you can imagine who that would be, right? Like it was a very close-knit. So my thinking of that when I was young and I heard this was either A, aliens are real, or B, it's a really quick way to discredit scientists working on an underground tunnel by giving them a little bit of something, some kind of LSD formulation or something that they breathe in, right? Make an aerosol spray, have them all breathe it in, put on some flashy lights, have some guy in a costume with an alien hat show up, and boom, bada bing. You're seeing alien grays in the basement or in the tunnels of a base.
Yeah.
But it would be really interesting if he was correct and there actually were aliens down there. That would be fascinating to me.
And so part of an offshoot, I don't know if this is exactly also a part of that conspiracy theory as well, but that the government is going to be using this alien event to finally establish the one world government, because we're going to have to unite as the globe to fight the alien threat. And I always think that is super interesting, because I'm like, oh Lord, what are they going to do to like pretend that there's aliens? They're going to do what they did in the 60s and just nuke us all and blame the aliens.
I mean, that's essentially what was prescribed at Northwoods, right? Was basically a very similar threat, a very similar false flag, which was turned down consequentially by JFK, and he was
thank God for
magically
JFK
assassinated a few months later.
Like, can you believe that the government's just like, let's bomb our own people and blame our adversaries so we can go to war with them? And JFK was like, nah, let's not.
Yeah, you give people a bunch of money and guns and they'll do whatever the hell they want to keep their money and guns. Unfortunately, that's just...
And to get more money and more guns.
Right. So, I don't know. You know, it could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. Okay. Like, this could totally be made up for all I know. But my hunch is this. Okay. Well, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are before I share mine. So, Jeff, what do you think? Aliens, yes or no? If not aliens, then what? And if aliens, why the disclosure now? Once your voice comes back. Still not coming back.
Yeah.
So I'll ask Flex first. Flex, aliens, real or nah? If nah, then what is this for? And then if real, why now?
See, and like I said, I want aliens to be real. I want to believe that aliens are real, but I don't, because I want to see, I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's just that one thing that I really want. Oh, I think I hear Jeff's dog snoring.
Here, Jeff.
So Mike's
Jeff,
back.
I hear you.
Am I here now?
Yes, you're back.
Okay. Does it sound better?
Yes.
Yeah. See, people like muted. I'm not muted. Have you not been paying attention? Like everybody thinks they all know what's going on. They're muted. Like, no. Yeah,
it's weird, unexplained stuff happening with mics.
Yeah.
It always happens on these nights.
Of course, there's aliens. We'll get Flux on the right path one of these days.
So Flux,
Like
you don't think there's aliens? Not until you can clap alien cheeks will you be satisfied that aliens exist.
Well, like I said, I want to.
Well, Tweety U.S. News, we did a whole show on the Denver airport. Go back through the Unexplained. Yeah. I can't remember if we did it on if it's on my channel. It's in my Unexplained playlist.
Hold on.
Funny story. My grandpa also worked on the Denver airport.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. It was your channel.
Okay, so if you go to my channel and go in the playlist, there's an Unexplained playlist. We did an entire episode on the Denver airport. You can do several episodes on the Denver airport.
Hey Jeff, can you imagine what my grandpa was working on at the Denver airport?
Gee, no, I have no idea.
Underground tunnels, baby. His forte was underground tunnels and aviation. So he developed the landing gear for the lunar module. He also developed the extendable wing on the Hercules, which has now been adopted by all modern aircraft.
Interesting.
Fun, huh?
Cool. Yeah.
And he worked on tunnels.
Cool.
And my dad works on all kinds of crap.
There are so many tunnels. I just want to know what's in the tunnels. I mean, I know they're all interconnected and they all house the missiles and everything, but like,
what's in the tunnels?
I want to. What's in the
tunnels?
Oh my goodness! Speaking of tunnels,
what? Continue where you're going with this.
Sent another $10 super chat. They also, I think, speaking of Japan, they also were the first nation to deploy an intercontinental WMD. They virus bombed Washington and Oregon with high altitude balloons after Pearl Harbor. Very advanced med tech out of nowhere.
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's really.
That is the only foreign attack on U.S. soil was a couple of balloons from Japan that landed in Oregon during World War II.
Why the ever living whatever would they let then more balloons just fly over our country?
It's a great question, Flux. Why would we let giant foreign balloons fly over our country at any time?
Because they're full of cocaine and they're bound for the White House.
That's why. The Unexplained Explained. Welcome to the show, people.
Boom. Answer right there.
Quality explanations.
Right? Hempland, Texas, $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. LMAO, my incense usage only began after my husband died and I couldn't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. In November 22. So I just have edible gummy versions. By the way, my username has nothing to do with weeds. See, I was wondering.
I just assumed.
I always thought that you owned like a giant hemp farm down in Texas.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I assumed that as well. Well,
everybody thinks you're a druggie. Ha ha.
Thank you so much for that super chat.
Hempland TX is a huge supporter of mine as well. Hey, Hempland, we love you, woman.
Not to say she's huge. She supports in large ways. Yeah, she's not a huge supporter.
Jeff, you were the only one who thought like that. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, we all thought she was a druggie too, so you know.
No one thought she was a druggie. I thought she was selling the product.
And here's
I thought
Eric
she was a farmer.
Eric has no sense of humor. Eric Foams has no sense of humor. Hemp isn't pot.
Yes, it is.
We're having fun here, Eric.
We know it's not. Thank you, Eric.
We're having fun, Eric. Don't be so
pedantic. We know the difference
between
our incense preferences and our tea preferences.
But yes, we
uptight people here in the chat. Jesus, Eric.
We covered the artwork. It's so weird. But it's like, why?
It's not weird if you just assume that this was a
bunch of communists,
the one world government and the destruction of all humankind as we know it, and the rebuilding and rebirth of a new, stronger, united people.
So what are the odds? See, and this is why I can't fully back it yet, because I'm still not convinced that it's not a government psyop.
But aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. At this point, I have no reason to believe that they're real. Maybe they're playing 4D chess. Maybe they knew that after the balloon incidents and all the other nonsense that no one believed and everyone laughed at, that this was the right time and the right space to actually do a true disclosure. Or maybe they're trying to distract from some other things. And maybe this is a back-assward way of handing something over to China, because really, maybe a lot of this technology is foreign in nature and not extraterrestrial in nature.
Well, see, and that's why I liked when Sagar was talking about it, he talked about the criteria. It's not that it's just like something that we can't, there's criteria, like it has to be where it goes from land to sea without any visible like means of propulsion, or it's able to ascend and descend without any visible means of, propulsion. It defies what is commonly or what is known in our physical world and like stuff like that, where it has like listed criteria in order to be classified as this like unidentified phenomenon, which is so weird. Because it's not just like anything is a UFO. Like there are specific criteria as to what they classify. And like, I believe like beings of non-human, non-humanness is one of those. And I'm like, oh my God, that means they have them. Like everything they listed means that's what they have. That's all that I see. Is every time that they list something of, oh yeah, this is what could happen, or it's like, okay, well, this is everything you do have and what we know so far.
So don't stop believing, Flux.
But like I
Hold
said,
on to that feeling.
I'm still not convinced that's not a government psyop to try and control the people in some way.
You guys give the government way too much fucking credit for being smart and able to do these things on a mass scale.
Well, think about it, Jeff. How many people
Well,
do you actually need? How many people did it take to convince the world that WMDs were real? Because I can count on one hand.
I mean, and we can look back in the recent 3 years and look at a mass event where everybody was convinced of one thing. And it wasn't hard for the government to convince everybody to do one thing. It was way too easy for them, and it made me scared.
But to be fair to Jeff's point and to your point, Flux, if aliens were truly real, with the way that we don't have control over the mass media and over communication on social media, maybe it's likely that the government isn't that smart and doesn't actually have control or the means to control the narrative in the ways that they did in the past, whether it be WMDs, Gulf of Tonkin incident, or anything else for that matter. So to be fair to both of your points, I think that's a real credible criticism. The only thing that I'll say to respond to that, though, is look at what the US government was doing on Twitter. We can sit there and say, yeah, the government's not that smart or that well organized, but they were literally taking down people with accounts with maybe 3 or 4 followers for making memes about the economy.
Mm-hmm.
And downloading their information and saying, oh, well, we're going to process it later. And they developed entire internal portals between the FBI database and Twitter so that they could actually report these accounts and transfer the data straight across to the federal government. So, although I want to be on the government's not that smart train, you also have to remember too, there was only potentially 2 leakers who leaked the secret of the nuclear bomb, and how many people worked out on that project, on the Manhattan Project, who were able to keep their mouth shut? So
A lot.
it goes back to scaling, right? So there's a
That's
scaling
fair.
issue. You get to
Well,
a certain max capacity and someone's going to talk. And then
Mhm.
you also have a siloing problem that people forget about all the time, which goes to the 5 people who I can name who led to the WMD lie. I would say conspiracy, but it was a lie sold to the public, sold to the world, to the UN.
Yeah.
Or the babies who were thrown out of, you guys remember this? Saddam Hussein, I believe, was who they claimed was his men were throwing babies out of incubators, and that justified our reaction in Kuwait. I mean, there was so much where the government knew it was false and continued to perpetuate a lie, and it only took a small amount of people to make that happen. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Like, you might not think the government's that smart. I agree with you. I don't think the government's that smart if you look at the government in its whole. But if you have a siloed
I'm not going to
agency,
look in the government's hole.
if you have a
Scary
siloed
place.
agency like the CIA that has zero accountability to Congress, they get signed a blank check and then they can go and create a sub agency that has no accountability to Congress. And you have maybe 5 or 6 people working in there who control, who have access and tools and the ability and capacity to control Twitter and what you see online and what you hear on the news and what you hear over the phone. I mean, at a certain point, you have to wonder, okay, wait a second, is there something else going on here? Is the government actually that smart? And by the government, I mean those 5 individuals controlling it.
Well,
and controlling the narrative.
Exactly. And they talk about the fact that this information is so compartmentalized that only, 4 to 5 people actually know only little bits of what actually is going on, because that's how much they want to hide this. So it's, I think it was Bill Clinton who was like, I'm ashamed to say I tried to find out and I couldn't figure it out. And it's because it's so compartmentalized and protected and divided so that nobody can know the full story. And it's like, well, we need to stop doing that. Let's just bring it all out, figure out what our tax dollars are going to, and wrap this stuff up. But no. So I'm excited for the hearings.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
What about you, Jeff? You believe in aliens? And if so, why now
yeah.
the disclosure?
because it's it's, can't keep it. You can only keep a genie in a bottle so long.
Especially with the internet.
Yeah, society's too open now. It's more and more difficult to keep mass secrets. Before in the 50s, 60s, you didn't have this openness. You didn't have this type of media. You didn't have the ability for everybody to talk in a public forum real time.
Yeah.
To compare notes. So now it's
across the world.
Now it's getting out in front of it time.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know. That's my response. I don't know. I think they're real.
You've all got homework to do before January, before the 3-Body Problem comes out on Netflix. You have to read the books.
I
I
know.
will.
The
What is
3-Body
it?
Problem.
The 3?
The 3-Body Problem.
I'm
The
gonna
3-Body Problem.
listen to it. Is it on audio? I bet it is.
Yes, you can get it on Audible.
Okay, I'll get it. And then
you can find almost anybody reading a book on YouTube. You don't have to pay for it. I mean, it might not be always the best person reading it, but you can pretty much find any book on YouTube without having to pay for the audiobook.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Dani's
gonna
got
check it
Audible
out.
though.
Because my theory is that if there are aliens, they're interdimensional beings and they don't need to take a physical form. And the only reason that they would send UFO craft or like drones to basically transport material and things that they can't transport through time and space without destroying it. And so, as sort of playing the long game, I think these interdimensional beings basically go back in time and create craft here on Earth to send things to themselves in the future.
Interesting.
Okay.
Via drone craft. So they don't have to operate it. They don't have to worry about it. They just have to be able to, get back in time on this planet and then send themselves samples of things that they recover here into the future.
Interesting.
Because we can't move through time and space like they can, in my opinion. If they exist, that's the way I think they're doing it. And I think that the objects that we're seeing, those are drones. Basically just collecting, doing their normal business, whether that be, cows or, people's anuses or whatever else it is that they're collecting. They're just making little samples and going back, just like we do with deep sea ocean exploration. We typically don't send people down there. We send little robots and they go and they pick up stuff from the ocean floor and bring back samples to us slowly through the decompression process so we have a full specimen rather than a blown up fish, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the Krypton theory, where like essentially humans, we ourselves are the aliens, where our planet was being destroyed. We had all the technology and we were able to jump shoot into space, the whole Adam and Eve theory, and we were the aliens. And they say it only takes 2 generations to lose that knowledge. So they send off, we got to keep the human race, so they shoot them off hoping that they hit some planet.
That's
humans,
what I believe. That's a creation story.
Nice. But we weren't
totally
able
me.
to, because it was only an average man and a woman. They weren't able to obviously redo space travel or any of that, which is why you still see remnants of like space stuff in history, but not so much anymore.
It totally explains the entire creation story perfectly. This alien origin thing. The first chapter talks about how things existed somewhere else in the spiritual realm before they existed physically here on Earth. You get someone that it's metaphor. You put an alien here, then that's when you start you connect them to this earth by telling you, teach your children that you were made from the dust of this earth. You were made from the dust of this earth, so it ties them there and blocks that off. You get the Anunnaki coming and checking, making sure the petri dish is going well, interacting and breeding. You have the Lilith story. Lilith is here, then suddenly she's not. Then you get the one that's feeding them the information and to grow. That explains the serpent in the Garden of Eden thing. Being a transplant completely explains quite perfectly and quite nicely the creation origin.
Yeah, you know what
So-
I believe? I believe that we are also alien, but I think we all came from water bears.
Water
That's
bears are
all.
awesome, I guess.
Yeah,
But
we're all
and
evolved from water bears.
it ties things a while ago. I guess it was about 4 minutes ago. Sean D. Sarcasm says we are aliens and spiders, us and spiders. It's
Oh
settled.
yeah.
It actually ties us back because there's a series of books. I think they've only got 2 of the 3 books out by a guy named Adrian Tchaikovsky. It's called the Children of Time novels, and it kind of is about that. We're going out and terraforming planets. So we send people out to terraform this one planet, but they get there and there's a problem with the spaceship they're traveling in, and they just sort of as a last ditch effort they have to launch the terraforming stuff at one of the moons because there was they had some monkeys and so they launched the monkeys down. They missed with the terraforming thing, and instead of advancing the primates, it advanced spiders, and the spiders evolved into this spacefaring race.
Oh God, that's horrific.
Yeah,
What's
and
that
it's someone
called?
who it's the children of time novels. They're called
Okay.
the Children of Time. The first one is Children of Time. The second book is Children of Ruin.
That is a very popular series here in Utah, and now I see why.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
My best friend read it in like high school, and she tried to convince me to read it, and a bunch of other people.
Oh, they came out. They got the 3rd book already. Okay, gotta get the 3rd book.
That just
But
sounds.
yeah, and then then it's the spiders want off of the planet. So because they're still getting signals from the for thousands of years and it's a rapid evolving terraforming project. So they're just it's plus the spider life cycle's faster anyway. So they're developing ridiculously rapidly. They get more intelligent. They start building things. Then they start picking up the signals from the satellite. Then they begin communicating with the satellite. The satellite programs teach them to build spaceships and teach them to build things. Then they go to war because people are like we need to go get rid of the spiders, and the spiders are sending messages. Don't go. Well, people are they've sent the messages back. Do not go to this planet. Do not go to this planet, and that makes people want to go to the planet more. And then they crash, and then it's just amazing spider race that's just totally populated this channel, this planet, and then they go out into space and they go to war. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I hate spiders, but so that's why this book extra creeps me out. There's like
Yeah.
giant, bloodthirsty, spacefaring spider races out there that like are intelligent, and of course
I'm
they've
not
been
anti most things, but I am anti spider, Jeff.
and of course they've been learning and getting all of their technology from our satellites. So they're a race of giant, bloodthirsty, spacefaring attack spiders who speak English.
I mean, there's no guarantee that's not out there right now.
Yeah,
And they just haven't come for us yet.
yeah, it's a pretty cool series of books. I really like them. I haven't read the 3rd one. I need to add the 3rd one to my list.
Question: why don't the spiders eat all of the bed bugs? Because I wouldn't hate if spiders ate mosquitoes and bed bugs. I wouldn't hate spiders as much as I do.
Yeah, I just don't go anywhere with bed bugs
or spiders.
I wish we could. So it's like spiders or ants are like the most populous creature on planet Earth. I think it's probably ants.
I think
I'm
it's
okay with
ants.
ants.
I think ants actually outnumber everything.
Yeah, spiders rank up there with like there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm more for the we evolved from tardigrade theory. I'm going to stick with that because those things are nearly indestructible. Who knows how the hell long they live? They're really really remarkable creatures, and they came from space. More likely than not, arrived here on an asteroid. Are you looking it up, Flux?
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up for the
Yeah,
chat
pull
in
it up
case they
so that
didn't
the
know.
chat can see it. There's a really
Yeah.
great photo of Jesus petting a tardigrade that I found,
Oh my goodness.
and it makes
My
me
favorite
very
is one
pleased.
Jesus riding a dinosaur. That's my favorite Jesus meme.
Speaking of creation theory, there's a really great like a online series that was done by an academy. I'll have to send it to you, Flux, and then you can give it to the chat. But it's 3 really well-known, like, Nobel Peace Prize winning scientists and 1 mathematician, and they're world renowned, and they sit there and they talk about why they believe in a creation theory, or
Mhm.
why they at least don't believe that human beings that they don't believe that Darwin's understanding or our understanding of adaptive evolution explains the evolution of humankind.
Yeah.
And it's a really fascinating discussion. I'll have to find it and pop it in the chat. But if you're interested in that sort of thing, I found it fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I am 100% of the camp. There is no way. Well, there is no way we just came from nothing. That doesn't happen. Like those whole Big Bang.
Statistically, it
Oh,
doesn't.
like this whole. I can't. I find the Big Bang theory, like people who believe that have more faith than people who believe creationism.
I think you
Because
have an
like
equal amount of faith because God said, "Let there be light," and there was, and it was good.
that's fair. But to think that like we literally like a gas hit another gas and exploded and it created something as complex as the human being, like the human being is a very complex, like our bodies are fantastic and also very fragile and
Thank
stupid.
you.
Check out the private chat. You'll see a very cute rendering of a tardigrade,
Ooh, let me
which
stop
I
sharing that
strongly
creepy
suggest
version.
that you send or show your chat. It's mildly heretical, but funny
It's
and
giving me
cute.
a redirect notice.
Yeah, I got that. Aw, that's cute.
I'm just gonna click it and see what happens.
It's very cute.
Oh, oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
That's cute.
Go full screen.
Isn't it cute?
I'm trying to make it go full screen. Oh well.
I
I'm
mean,
just
I
gonna
guess
pull.
it's not heretical if you believe that, Jesus clothes the lilies of the field and feeds the birds in the skies and cares about us. He cares about the tardigrades, people.
Blessed is he whom chilleth with thine holy tardigrades, and shall ruleth even upon the doom of mankind. All right.
Maybe I've
That's
had too many
cute.
sips of wine tonight, but I feel like
I just
someone in
love
chat needed that.
blessed is he whom chilleth with thine holy tardigrade. I think that's my new favorite quote.
I'm gonna print this out and put it in my office and see how all of my colleagues respond.
Yeah,
I
Jesus
mean,
that'd
you
be
loves
really
great.
should.
tardigrades.
This is from the Curious Christian.
What is this website?
It's an
I
art
know. I'm
gallery.
like, oh yeah, I know. Ooh, let's see what the art
Oh,
gallery
the
is.
creation story. Click on it. That's relevant.
Apparently, it's created feet.
Uh,
Oh, that's the Covenant story.
okay, so it's the first murder. Oh,
Oh,
There, Cain and Abel going at
illustrations
it.
included.
it's the first murder. Wow.
I wonder if people would say that YouTubers talking about a full analysis of Cain and Abel are, exploiting the case.
What?
Huh?
The
You guys
flood.
haven't been told that you're exploiting people or victims because you're talking about cases. Is that just me?
That's just you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
It's
if they
because I'm
have,
a
I just
woman
say
and
shut
people
up.
know I care about victims. That's all. They're just trying to hurt my feelers.
yeah. The
Yeah.
internet. A lot of the internet does like to just hurt people's feelings. Okay, so they got it's just random
So
artwork.
it's not a joke site. That's too bad.
So
So much
No,
wasted potential.
how did
Speaking of
it's a
wait,
tardigrades get in
blog.
there then?
I don't know. That's kind of weird. But speaking of awesome things, Flux, you're awesome.
Yes.
You're awesome,
Thank you.
Flux. Because for those of you that saw I had Flux artwork right back here, which is temporarily getting a new home because I have to put it in a new frame because I dropped it and it broke the frame
Oh no.
and so I picked up the canvas and Flux wrote this really long, nice note on the back of it that I didn't know existed. I never would have seen that message ever if the frame hadn't broken.
You know, that's
so cool.
Every once in a while I like to do fun things like that. Or I'll just put like a secret little thing on the back of something. But yeah.
Yeah,
Flex, you're gonna be
if I hadn't
someone's
dropped
best
it,
dead grandma.
Huh?
I said you're gonna be someone's best dead grandma one day. You're gonna like leave them little notes like in gifts that you give them, or like little messages, or like maybe even like a treasure map to something else you left
See,
them.
we
That's
did that at
special.
the missionary training center when I was there. We took off all of the light sockets and all of the light bulbs and things, and we put in like notes in like all the outlets and the power boxes and the light fixtures, and we just kind of planted notes all over the place. They're still probably pulling them out of that room.
See, it's like, you'll never know if you might just need a nice little message, and sometimes it just pops up to you sometimes.
Yeah, I never would have seen that message if I hadn't have broken the frame.
One day.
It was a touching little note. It was so nice. I was like, oh, Flux. You made me feel all warm. So I'm like, mother, because I broke the frame, and then I'm like, oh, you wrote a message.
See, and that's another reason. Like, if you ever do, break it or whatever, it's not a total, whatever, because you find the secret.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're welcome. That was fun. I'm still working. I haven't had any time to paint like these past couple weeks, and it's been super depressing. But I think I'm gonna have some. No. After Matsuri, I'll have more time. But I'm working on another one for you, Jeff.
Oh, Flux, you're just too damn
So,
nice.
Flux, you're going to be at Matsuri and you, Jeff?
Yep.
Yes. We keep asking you to come.
I'm looking right now.
Just say yes.
Well,
You've already said you can't.
2 weeks from tomorrow. Well, 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from.
Is it?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Lord, it's about time for me to start getting anxiety about flying.
August 10th. Wait, you have anxiety about flying?
Oh, I hate flying.
When did you never tell me?
I guess it's 3 weeks. Yes, 3 weeks from Thursday. Yeah, so it'll be 2 weeks from next week.
I don't know. It's the worst thing in the entire world. Like, I think we have talked about this because I said I think I'd feel better if you were the pilot, and you said no, you wouldn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because you're literally hurtling through the air at hundreds of miles an hour in a metal tube.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Can we get weird?
Yeah.
I mean,
have we not been so far?
Yeah.
I mean, like goofy weird.
Okay,
yeah,
go for it.
Goofy weird.
Oh, all right. See, I have a trigger word.
Ooh.
And it's a trigger word that if I hear it, there's only one thing that ever goes into my head.
Is it tube?
No. It's fractals. Bonnet said, F you for fractals. If I hear the word fractal, there's only one thing I think of for a good minute and a half after someone says the word fractals. Which there's a Russian YouTube channel. They're like a visual arts people called Birch Punk, and they do funny, hilarious stuff.
Oh Lord!
And this is their Russian cyberpunk farm. It is so, and it's a whole series. They have this whole series of cyber farm stuff.
So that messes. I don't like that. I feel uncomfortable.
О чем, снимаем уже? Привет, from Russia.
Okay, I don't feel uncomfortable anymore.
I am the farmer from Rязань County.
I hope
Our
I don't
farm
get yeeted, but we'll see.
produces milk, cheese, eggs, and many other types of products. It's a lie that we are a technically backward country. It's newest robots from Ижевsk Dynamics Corporation. Government gives you Android to help your business. Тихо, блин. They say that we have bad roads. This is bullshit. We don't need them. But we suffer from air turbulence. It was going for 2 years by Post of Russia. Ждешь потом, пока тебе...
Small talk.
It's an alien ship. we took it apart for metallolom.
And this is a hilarious song if you can get a Russian to translate it for you. It's just talking about they're just singing about we're running an alien cyber farm, basically. Yes, it's like robot upgrades and things. It's a song about running a cyber farm. It's hilarious. But
We expanding our farm, so we need new human workers all over the world. Friendly team, big ambitions. What? Communications, high responsibility. We have best conditions for our future workers. It is a high technological utilization system. We don't need выгребная яма anymore. All the stuff goes directly to the black hole.
it's like a black hole outhouse. I love it.
It's our Dayarka, Glasha. We have love.
Oh, God.
This is where the fractals come from.
Жена из сельпо вернулась. Где? А, вот он где. Фрактал кукумбер. Ролик, я говорю, снимаем.
That's where the fractals come from, the fractal cucumbers.
Oh, God.
Genetically modified чайный гриб. Иди сюда, вы маленький.
Oh, Jerome.
Алюш, глянь, бабка опять коптеры купила. Вот тебе на платье да на мороженое. Вечно со своими железяками бездушными возишься.
Ну, объяснить не было.
Untranslatable Russian.
We are a very cheerful people. This is how we have fun. We have Netflix right here. We don't need to restore historical monuments anymore.
Oh.
This is buffering. I like that.
But network is not so good. Welcome to our new workers. Come to work with us.
И взлетела робот-птица, лопасти не крутятся, разрядилась батарея, GPS не грузится. Он летит на высоте, да на особой частоте. Коптер крыльями шуршит, да и по небу летит. Будто шмель летит жужжащий, слышу радиошумы. Знаем, роботы все сильны. Жаль, что роботы не мы.
So yeah, that's my trigger thing. Every time someone says the word fractal, that's all I can think of is fractal cucumber. Sorry, but yeah, their whole series is hilarious.
You shared that whole video with us. What is it called again?
Yes.
It's Birch Punk.
Birch Punk, huh?
Birch Punk is the channel on YouTube. They've got a whole series of these things. And they have like space. They have like the farm series. They've got like the space train series. The space train series is just like ridiculous. They're all great. But yeah, see that Sean D Sarcasm sent me over the line there with the fractal cucumbers. Sorry, that's fractal is my trigger word. That is literally the only thing I can think of anytime I hear the word fractal. Thank God I don't hear the word fractal very much.
All right, really quick. We have 2 super chats that came in like 15 minutes ago, so I'm just going to read them real quick. Well, not really quick, but
yeah.
Respectfully, thankfully, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's sort of the premise for the what is that?
Niceans.
No, it was Bonnet. Bonnet said fractals, not Sean D Sarcasm. Sorry, Sean D Sarcasm said spiders. He was a spider. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Except instead of sentient spiders, it's anti-establishment superhumans whose region is founded around social Darwinism and conquest. Interesting. I will have to look that up because that also sounds good.
Hmm.
I have a lot of books that I have to read, mostly the ones I haven't read that Jeff has told me to read. And then Wolf from $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Here's food for thought. Consider the structures of the atom, now the solar system, now the galaxy. Could our solar system be an atom?
It could
Interesting.
be. In the whole grand scheme of things, it could be.
Yeah, patterns repeat.
We could be the atom in the eye of a blue-eyed giant.
Could be.
We could be the atom on someone's anus in another dimension.
That too.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome. I just bring that up because it's not outside of the realm of possibilities. If you think about like how other organisms interact with one another, like Portuguese man of war, they're not actually like a jellyfish. It's a bunch of different organisms that all work together to make a Portuguese man of war. And like somehow they consciously choose what's going to be the stinging part of the Portuguese man of war, what's going to be the sail part. And they're all a bunch of different organisms working together to create that one uniform organism.
Danny had to go to anuses. I was going to say, maybe we're candles on somebody's water.
Jeff stuck on anuses.
Or that. Yes, definitely that. We should
That's what I was
pick
gonna
that
say.
instead.
Oh, I'm waiting for 4 minutes. It's like Flux.
What?
Flux knows because I told Flux.
What?
My quest to get guests on our Unexplained show. 2 ghost hunting guests.
Yes. Yes.
We
need to talk to these gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just 2 guys on Rumble that are
Ghost
just hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
They have the naughty words. Do you want to play naughty words on your stream?
I don't care. I don't care.
He said, please don't, let's do it.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Well, this is a little bit of a preview of these guys. It's a
died.
It's a Kai and Speed show.
Say, we have had this planned already. This shit has already been stamped. We already got everything booked.
Yes.
And we were thinking about spoiling it, like when we go. Or should we just tell y'all right now?
Yeah, I want to tell y'all right now.
All right, here we go.
Y'all want to hear it right now?
Spin one if you want us to tell y'all right now, bro. I'm in this bitch's double son. I do this shit for my mind of this. We gotta come hard. We gotta make sure to come hard for y'all because it's been a month. And you know what I'm saying? We gotta turn Rumble up. Now Rumble gotta get turned up on some real.
I want these people.
Yeah.
Continue.
Like I just want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip it. Like it's so funny when they're talking to
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, he's like talking to this guy here, and then they bring a psychic, so they're all getting to know him.
Who has seen some wicked stuff here?
Bro, get off that weird shit,
Yeah,
bro.
the weird shit's getting there. We didn't even start it, dude. The weird shit hasn't started.
First question: Why did you purchase this place, knowing that it is what it is?
We were ghost hunting, and dude, it was the most active night I've had. Disembodied voices, shadow figures, footsteps, the whole works. The whole works.
It's bullshit, bro. Like I don't know why.
No.
But
dude.
like, bro, like. You feel me? Ohio people love to like exaggerate, bro. It was fucking crazy.
I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, I think it's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. But I love Ohio.
But here's my thing. If he gonna purchase this motherfucker,
yeah,
right,
right.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I won't believe it.
But so then they get into the ghost hunting, and like the guy with the red hat, he sort of kind of believes. The guy on in the blue hat just likes messing around. And then it kind of gets out of control a little bit later. Things actually start happening. But this is them with the spirit box.
We didn't touch anything.
I feel like if I laugh at any of this, I'll be considered racist.
No, it's great.
Okay.
Dude, I just feel it. Like, feel anything charged in here? Like, fucking got home, bro.
I do feel like curiosity.
They say we good. Are we good? Chat, are we good or not? They only can see settings.
I gotta pump up the volume here. Here we go.
Chat, spam one if we good, spam 2 if we're not.
Yeah, they're live streaming it too.
The ghost is over there.
Bro, Brianna just said she didn't write that. That's cap. She definitely wrote that.
Exactly. That's her hair right
Right
here.
here.
Yeah, I feel tingles.
like that ass, bro.
Right, here's the explainable box.
I'm not feeling
This is when I emailed Flux and said, just watch this.
So I'm gonna set this right here for a second. All right, Sarah, or if anyone's here, you obviously used this before. Yes is green, no is red. Are you happy that the boys are here, that Speed and Kai are here?
Bro, so don't do that. Don't do that. Bro, don't do that, bro. Stop, bro.
Sarah, where the fuck is you at for a fucking
Like Sarah's a little baby ghost, like a 4 or 5 year old baby ghost. Like, Sarah, where the fuck you at? And this one, like, Flux, just start watching this, please.
Yo! Sarah's 3 years old.
Oh,
That's bullshit.
oh, come on, dude. That has to be touched. You have to touch.
Why
that.
is
That's
there
totally-
casually
Offerings for Sarah.
Bro, yeah. Bro, what the fuck,
Did
bro?
you touch it? I didn't
Bro,
see your leg
shut-
touch.
Bro, you're fucking.
Okay, let's.
No, no.
Oh,
no.
no.
That's the question.
Bro.
You have it here. There's a no.
Bro,
that was solid. You saw
Bro,
that.
bro, be real with me. This is a cat, though.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
use it. It's something that they can manipulate through touch, right? I know it seems crazy. I know.
Door.
Wait, it's a yes now.
Wait, it wasn't on before, right?
No.
Sarah, where the fuck are you at?
Bro, you talking to Sarah like that, you dumbass? Sarah! Hi, how are you doing? Can you please let us know if we're happy that we're in your room right now or not?
Sarah, I want to eat
Shut
something.
the bro.
I just imagine the train spotting baby like crawling towards them.
It flashed green. It flashed green.
That was great.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. You keep looking away. Bro.
Sarah, you bitch. Flash green right now. Turn it.
Why is he so aggressive?
Sarah.
Bro, it's not a Ouija board. You have to answer yes or
Yes or
no
no.
question.
Sarah, yes or no? Are you thick?
Are you thick?
She ain't thick. She's
Wait,
not.
hold on, bro. Be patient.
She's not fucking real. Sarah's is an imaginary grease on her.
Is she thick?
Bro, I'm calling these people to my house to do
Is this
exorcisms.
long?
Bro, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Might take a moment. So these are our new friends here. They're gonna ask you a few questions.
Sarah. Sarah.
Bro, you horny, bro. This thing is too horny. First of all, let me answer this question. Let me answer the correct question. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? We're new. You coming into your room on straight respect. Dude, are you below the age of 18?
Please say yes. I mean, please say
What?
no. Nah, bro. I mean, please say no.
Please say yes. Wait, please say no.
She's not. Okay. Wait, is that actually? No, she's not.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah, do you find Speed attractive?
Hey, fuck you! Where the fuck you at, Sarah? Where the fuck is you at? Hiding one of these motherfucking dogs or some shit. Sarah, where the fuck you at? Bro, shut your ass up, bro. Shut up, bro. Hold on. Nah, where the fuck she keep behind this shit doing this fucking what is this? Fucking Insidious chapter 4?
Let me ask.
Okay, no. Let me ask.
Sarah.
No.
Ask for me.
Sarah, is Kai attractive? Sarah, is Kai attractive? Yes or no? Bro, Sarah, I'm about to fuck the shit out of you.
Bro, shut the bro. You're fucking up Sarah's thought. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Do you find me attractive?
That's like all they want to ask.
Bro,
I love the intensity.
Right? Like how they're just like.
I think like she doesn't. Can you?
They
Like,
really
rinse
want the
Sarah first?
answer.
Sarah, can you come forward here?
Yeah, rinse
They're
that
bringing a
bitch
lot of energy. This is like the most energy we've had here in a while.
They bring a lot of energy.
So, Sarah, if you want to come out, or anyone wants to come forward.
Anyone
Wants to come forward.
Anyone.
They just
Dylan,
want to ask you a few questions.
Ibrahim, Joseph.
Jamal.
More light. They said more light, bro.
Oh, they said move light. Move the light.
Yeah, that's why I kept telling
Oh,
you.
what is that?
Get it off of there.
What is that? Fucking is that in the middle?
That's just part of this. It goes back and forth. Well, answer the real question. Okay, let's not.
Okay.
There
Sarah.
were questions, yeah.
Sarah, can you like what? Sarah, can you like yes. What the fuck is what's she
She's
doing?
responding to Sarah.
Oh, she's wrong. Oh. Sarah, can you like move something in his room so I can believe that you're real?
And then they go in there. They're doing other things.
Just making me feel
Get
so.
your ass up. Get your.
Serious, actually, okay.
Bro, these guys are hilarious. What's the channel called?
What is this?
Speed and Kai, I believe it is. Kai and Speed.
Oh! Ah! Stop! Leave! Stop!
Bruh. Scrape your tongue after you brush your teeth.
Now, bro! Get me the fuck out! Get a fucking time to fuck with you fucking bitch! You fucking big nose fucking goomba!
Fucking linebacker Steve Earl looking ass motherfucker. God damn.
Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga?
And that's
Hoe ass
payback.
nigga.
That's payback.
Oh, fuck nigga!
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey.
I love these guys. I'm so totally want them to be on the show. It's the Kai and Speed show on Rumble.
Can we? How do we get
Yeah.
them on?
Working on. That's my next project. But yeah, these guys are just so funny. I was watching that whole. It's like, is she thick? And I'm like, all right, Flux, just watch this.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
laugh every time. Oh god.
I love because like it's clearly they're scared, and like the more scared they get, the more they start jerking around and joking and having fun. And there are a few things that really do like shut them up and make them scared during the course of that 2.5 hours. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's the people we need to get on. We need to get them on the show to talk about that. That was funny.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Well, it is almost midnight. And I am ready for bed. Are you guys?
Look at Dani. She's like, and I'm ready for bed. She's to that point in her incense that everything's funny now.
I
She needs to get to bed before she gets
haven't
hungry.
turned on my incense. I haven't started
Yeah.
burning incense for the night. I am just a little bit tired. And guess what I learned this morning?
Well,
What did you learn this morning?
Guess how much brown or other colors of racial like stereotypes I have in my DNA? Guess what percentage of my DNA is made up of anything? Any culmination. Go ahead and guess. What do you think I am?
of like, what are you? Or
Yeah,
what percentage?
Like what percentage of what races do you believe I am?
I mean,
Hold on, let me turn off my light because that will give you a hint.
I was gonna say you're very light skinned. You seem almost translucent like I am.
Okay, well, I didn't think I was as white as I actually am. This game has a serious surprise to me. To learn I am 100% a white ass bitch through and through. There's not a single drop of DNA in my entire system that is not white. We're saying like pure white. Like
And it's true. She sent me the printout, and it's white. It's the whitest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I am the most white. Oh no. Yeah.
Exactly. She's 101% white. Now it's funny. Like, yeah, she sent it to me. I'm like, yeah, that's white. You don't get more.
I thought I'd be
You don't get more white than that.
Moroccan or something. You know, like there's always those racists who are like, yeah, I hate people of other colors, and then it turns out they are like a portion of that color.
But Dani is that color.
Those like revelation shows are bullshit because there's no way you're as white as I am, and you have a DNA construction that's different than mine. So I am 30% Germanic European. I am 23% Slav. So I'm Eastern European Russian. And everything else is Sweden, Denmark, Scotland, the Balkans, and Ireland.
Yeah, she's literally white.
You are white.
I represent all the white diaspora of Northern Europe.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's
new.
Well, no, aren't the well? Nope. Yep. That's just very white.
I was genuinely shocked because I know my family history. Okay, like I know that I have at least some Moroccan in my family history, in my lineage, but it ain't through me. Apparently, none of those genes
by marriage.
Clearly by marriage, and clearly I did not. Well, not by marriage, by slave trade, actually. But
I'm still laughing at Flux. She's like, good.
Flux, how white are you?
How baked are you is the question.
Jeff, why are you assuming she lit incense? Can't you just accept some people go to bed early, Jeff? Some people actually sleep.
But see, definitely go, oh, I'm really tired. It's time to go to bed. They don't go, it's almost midnight.
No, I'm exhausted. We had really bad thunderstorms last night. And they kept me up for a pretty good while. Because we've been getting some like torrential rain and some really intense thunderstorms. And last night was just a lot. And then the dog didn't want to sleep. She just wanted to cry because she was scared all night. And I was just like, come on, I'm tired.
Yeah, that was like YNW Melly closing arguments night here. It was a huge thunder and lightning storm. The hill where all the cicadas are was just getting pounded by lightning. Like during the entire show. I'm like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, but
Korean storms are incredible.
We did lose power for I don't know how long, but all of our clocks are now like our kitchen appliances are unset. So I know at some point in the night we lost power. And I'm pretty sure it probably hit like a few trees around here because it was loud. I hadn't heard thunder this loud in a long time. Where it was them good cracks. Them good cracks.
Never mind.
Virginia, Maryland, and South Korea all have really similar weather patterns in my experience. The same humidity levels, same cicadas, and all of it. The sound, the scariness of the thunderstorms, the flooding, the instant flooding.
Well, the sound and the fury, get all Faulknerian. You know.
The sound and the fury.
I wouldn't say the flooding is so bad. But yes, that's over the past, because I've lived here in Maryland for 3 years now. And I was going to say, like, I haven't heard thunder this loud since I was in a monsoon in Korea. And it was, like, directly over us. But, like, it was, like, I would agree with that statement. Like, the weather here mimics Korea a lot. And
like when the thunder shakes your house and you wake up from a like cold sweat because you realize that you're not being invaded by North Korea and there are no sirens going off and there are no bombs dropping. It's just the thunder outside. Yeah.
Yeah. And your whole room keeps lighting up from the lightning. And yeah.
Jeff, don't act like you never had one of those dreams.
No, never had an invaded by North Korea dream.
get no support for my nonsense.
But no,
It's all
like,
that fear of others. You're so white, you're just afraid of all other people. It's the fear of the other.
and all other places.
Yeah. As long as it's not
You know,
Northeastern
white people
Europe, she's
tend
okay with that.
to travel quite a bit, Jeff. And I don't think that they're scared of most other people, Jeff. Just gonna throw that out there, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings say hello.
Oh my goodness, it was funny because the Broken Baker was, what was it, Friday? He was talking about how the Swedes cheated the Danes by walking across the ice in the war, and that's why the Swedes are just living in occupied Danish country. It was awesome.
I'm also Danish.
Nice.
Did I mention that?
You did.
I like Danish. I'm fat because I like Danishes.
You know what's okay? Can I just say something really funny? I want to thank PewDiePie sincerely, because if he didn't do that "you Slav, you fail" thing on his channel, I would have never really like started being interested in Slav culture, especially like especially Gopnik culture. And then as I started to watch other shows like Boris, who is the like king of Slav king, if you will. So Boris has a channel, and he would say things in like this Ukrainian Polish accent that immediately reminded me of my grandmother. And there were just certain things like borscht, eating borscht, the way that we eat like the potato pancakes, things that my grandmother used to say and do that would just, because she didn't speak any English, or my great grandmother, she didn't speak any English. She only spoke this really unique Ukrainian, and she would yell at us nonstop. And so I remember bits and pieces of my childhood. Anyway, if it weren't for the Slav squat and everything else to do with Slav King, I wouldn't have thought, oh, well, maybe my family is, maybe I'm Slav. Am I Slav? And then I started doing more family history. They thought that we were gypsies because my family history had us moving.
Is that the dog snoring?
That's the dog snoring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Cool beans.
So our family records had my grandparents moving all over, my great grandparents. But then I looked at the census record and I was like, no, actually, my great grandfather was just very accurate, because his town in Poland, which is now in Ukraine, used to be a part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. Then comes World War I, switches to being a part of Poland. Then comes World War II, switches to becoming a part of Ukraine. So he wasn't actually a gypsy. He was Ruthenian, which is like known as the lost people because they all died out or were killed. Or like my crazy ancestors were like, F this place, I'm out, and came here to the United States. And that's how I came to be. So there you have it.
Nice.
So thank you to PewDiePie. I would have never discovered my Slavicness.
Your Slavicness.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm similar to you, although I know I'm like mostly Polish. I know that I'm the majority Polish.
Your dog, bro. Does he snore like that every night?
They breathe like that.
How do you think?
They're just laying here on the floor.
Just because they're so cute.
They're just passed out on the floor here.
Oh, look at
they are really cute. Look at them; they're right next to each other, like big loaves.
No, they're like little loaves of love.
I've got to recenter my camera. Damn it!
Marloka is the newest member to the basement. What's up? Welcome to the basement. Our newest basement dweller. We chill down here.
Dwellers.
Welcome to the
chill.
basement.
Swing. Sorry, I always think of Bill and Ted.
My basement, girl.
Not Bill. I almost said I think of Bill and Ted. I think
Welcome
of
to
Wayne
my
and Garth.
basement. You can be my basement.
Jeff, that's not a real song, is it?
You can be my boyfriend, or whatever that song is. Yeah. Look at me. It's like 11. It's like 1 p.m. My hand's like, well, there's a whiskey bottle here. All right, put that away. So I was like, just naturally go for it. I'm like, wait a minute, time out.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's time for me to indulge and imbibe in my nighttime rituals. I love you both dearly.
Yes, we can wrap. We'll wrap it up because I'm tired. I want to go to bed too.
I got to get my house clean for a house party tonight. Yeah.
Ooh, a house party, you say?
I've got like 10 Russians coming over to drink and smoke. So.
My people.
Jeff, hear me out.
Yeah. What?
Have you ever thought about like putting a camera up and doing like a live feed of a party where Jeff is being Jeff in the wild?
No, I've never thought of that.
We were talking about e-thoughts earlier and how women get paid to just sleep. And I'm thinking they might be the smart ones.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not hot enough. Flux.
It's that new NPC thing that I don't get. The NPC.
Well, and that's what we were talking about too. And
I don't get that.
What? Like, I'm doing life wrong.
I am. I mean, everybody's doing life wrong because that shit exists.
That's fair.
But I'm doing it wrong for somehow not participating. But just to be some moderately hot chick to pretend she's an NPC character is just.
And it's like all they do is stand there and go like, ho ho.
Haven't you seen this? It's a big trend on TikTok, Dani, where this chick, she makes tens of thousands of dollars a day going, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. I love ice cream.
Exactly.
Roses, ooh, ice cream. She just does that just nonstop for hours and makes tens of thousands of dollars a day.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you have to kind of look like an NPC character, basically?
No, it's all filters.
No. Really? So I can get in on this.
Yes. We all can get in on this.
Flux, let's get in on it.
Jeff can get in on this.
Jeff, can you be an NPC girl who goes, ice cream?
And we could all make like thousands of dollars.
And you just have to like get the movement, right? Like the little.
Yeah, you just have to do something weird and then you have the filter on so you look animated anyways, so it doesn't matter.
I could do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
By the way, if you guys think I look creepy doing that without any sound or other like filter or whatnot, that's what that person looks like to me in my head. Is that what it looks like?
No, it's not that, but it looks like.
Hang on.
Oh, my puppy is dreaming and he's moving his little back leg around.
I just checked to make sure my dogs weren't doing anything weird. Hang on.
Up the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Bobby Bologna, I don't know who pays for it, but I know that there's at least one viewer in here who's doing it.
See, and that's the thing. I'm like, the only thing that stops me is one, like, I do have a little bit of self-respect. Just
that's one thing. Yeah, that's the problem.
So,
they don't.
But like, it's not you people who would be going there. Like, I like hanging out with you people in chat, and you people are not the same people that would show up to those streams.
Okay,
this is an example.
Crunchy corn, yum! Kitty paws, pumpkin, yum!
How spicy.
Okay, I have news though. There's no way that filter is making that nose that small.
Ice cream, yum!
Yeah, it's just that over and over again.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be super difficult because you would have yourself a short little script.
So there's actually one NPC girl.
Ice cream's so good. Hum, 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 hum. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Hum, 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 hum.
This is what it looks like without
fire. Yes, popcorn.
She's making popcorn one kernel at a time.
Yes, popcorn.
With a hair straightener.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm totally
it's just
Hee haw, yes. You got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me read it, huh? Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Can I eat it? Yes, strong woman. Yes, strong woman. Ooh, ooh, yes, popcorn. That was good. Coconut.
Flux,
That
we're
was
doing it
good.
wrong.
Coconut. Hum. Grab, grab, grab,
Yeah.
grab. Hum.
I
Oh,
just
take it
can't
again.
show that
Oh,
much cleavage on screen
I don't
comfortably.
have that much cleavage.
Honey, with the right bra and your arms put together, you have all the cleavage.
Like they're saying that Pinky doll is the last one. She makes like 30 grand a day
Bro.
doing that shit.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Simping is real, man.
I don't have enough Sims. I don't have that. I want that.
But I don't know. I mean, do you want that though?
Yeah, kind of.
I want 30 grand a day.
Yeah,
You just go,
do it like 4 days a year and I'm good, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
Just do it
Oh
for
my
1
God,
week.
that
I'm
woman
set.
makes more money in a week than I make in a year.
Yeah.
Oh. So why wouldn't you, I guess is the question.
Self-respect and dignity.
Yeah, it's just a tiny little shred of dignity that I have left. I'd like to hang on to it.
There's one Asian chick who does it really well. Hold on.
Is she Asian or is it just the AI image that is Asian?
No, this chick's actually Asian. I think it's this chick. She does them pretty well. This is not a good example, but this is what I had imagined in my head. Because here, I'm dropping it in the chat. Boop.
All right, let me just pull it up over here real quick. Oh God, hold on.
So this is like one of her older ones, but she's gotten really, really good at them.
Let me bring up where it is.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, her lighting is improved, but she actually looks like an NPC to me, though.
Yeah. She looks like something out of Monster Hunter World.
Right? And the voice is spot on.
Yeah.
So when you said NPC girl, this is who came to mind.
I'm scared.
But
Oh,
she
wait,
also
where'd it
has an underwater one where she turns up the brightness and like the lights a lot, and she does it really well, and it's kind of otherworldly.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
remember how Flux was gonna go to sleep like 45 minutes ago? She's so funny.
you know,
I actually do have to go because I've got puppy.
Oh, wrong one.
He's
Yes.
gotta go out.
I do have to take my dog out as well. I can hear her crying at the bottom of the stairs.
My dogs ain't doing shit.
We keep our litter boxes upstairs, so like the dog can't get them because dogs like cat litter boxes. So our dog, she doesn't come upstairs, and I can hear her, and I'm like, oh, she wants to come hang out, but she would eat the cat poop if given the opportunity.
Okay.
It's a dog thing. I don't know why she wants to eat the cat shit, but she always wants the cat shit, so we have to keep it upstairs. The boxes, not the shit.
Oh no!
They
What?
peed on the bed.
He ate one of my measuring cups.
What?
My
What?
1 ounce measuring cup. The dog ate it.
Oh no.
What was the cup made out of?
Plastic.
The little one that you use for your cocktail?
This is the 2 ounce one.
Oh, okay.
They ate the 1 ounce one.
Oh no.
Like in its belly? It's in its
No.
belly?
No, they don't
Just-
swallow things. They just break
Oh,
things.
okay. Sorry, I was worried about the dog, but now I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
Like, no, there's
sucks.
some plastic. What? There's plastic over there. What? Oh no! That's kind of how that thought process went. All right.
And we
If
saw
it's any
them go.
consolation, I've now had to buy new tennis shoes. And I can't leave
Little
any of
teething
my
monsters.
work papers anywhere within puppy reach.
Oh no.
He loves paper, and he also loves to steal my energy drinks in the morning in the little bottles. And like it's so funny because he's usually a really obedient sweet boy, but once in a while he'll like grab onto the bottle, and as soon as he's got a good latch, he'll look at me like this, and then he'll just take off, and I'm like, ah, give it back.
Nice.
So
Nice.
he's a cute boy.
Well, we have D what with Russian and house parties, LFH. I don't know what that means. LFH. It's probably an acronym for something. But I'm not sure. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat.
Yay.
House party.
Yay.
Life. I don't know. I'm too tired to guess. So, Jeff, what do you have coming up?
Streams. It's Taylor's Your Business all next week. All Taylor's Your Business all the time.
And I'm
That'll be
joining
awesome.
you, right, Jeff?
What?
You said I could join you, right, Jeff?
Yes. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Let me see. Who
That'll be awesome.
There's lots
That'll
of
be
invites
fun.
out there for people to just pop in if and when they have time. Let's see. Hayden. Get out of here. Steve, Gosney, Danny, Nicholas. Who else? Law of Self-Defense, Andrew, MLS, LawTube, Sean, Megan Fox, the usuals. MG Law. These are the peeps. Just everybody. Rob, Law and Lumber. And he said he'd pop in if and when he gets some time. Things like that.
Nice.
Taylor
So that'll be exciting. I'm excited because, oh my God. Well, first of all, really quick, I don't know if you saw any of the Letitia Stout trial.
I purposely avoided it.
Yeah, it was real bad. But the expert was not too different. Like the psych lady that claimed Letitia was crazy was not too different from the lady that said Shabusiness is crazy. And so I'm just getting this whole
Hired guns, man.
Yeah, they get and it's just so crazy how there's such a stark difference in opinions, and it's so clear.
Dave,
It's
how'd
so
she
clear.
cut the head off? She used 7 different knives, but the bread knife apparently worked the best because it had a serrated edge, is what she said.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah, now we're officially overlapping with the YNW Melly trial because the jurors did not come back with a verdict, which is weird. I thought
It's
it'd be 2 to 4
surprising.
hours. It's
Yeah.
a day and a half so far that they haven't come back with a verdict, which is kind of wild. I thought it was much more clear than that he should be guilty, but apparently not. So we'll just keep the trial. We'll keep the verdict watch up, and then whenever the verdict happens, we'll cut away from Shabusiness for a couple minutes to watch the verdict.
What do you think? Like your opinion on
I think
on
he should
what
be
the
guilty, I
jury
think.
will vote?
I don't know now. Usually I
Yeah.
think if it goes longer, they're trying to convince the last couple of holdouts to vote for guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know I don't think it goes much the other direction where everybody thinks they're not guilty and they're trying to talk the one guilty. It doesn't go the 12 angry men route very often.
Okay.
I think. I could be totally wrong, but colloquially from my experience, the longer it goes, the more likely it is they're trying to convince the 1 or 2 holdouts that the guy's guilty.
Danny, what about you? What do you got coming up? You're falling asleep.
I am falling asleep right now. So I have a stream with Jeff next week, and I will be covering the alien disclosures and the hearing. And
Ooh.
I will be covering. I also want to do a little bit of coverage and a little bit of update on. Son of a bitch! Why can I never remember his name? House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, the Kevin
Oh.
Spacey trial, and he's 100% guilty, and I already know it, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the actual evidence that's being presented at trial that may lead a jury to either acquit or convict, Mr. Spacey. Mr. I fly around with Epstein on my private jet plane all over frickin' Africa with Bill Clinton for an entire year on tour. Kevin Spacey. That Kevin Spacey.
The same one that has like pictures and like the castle and stuff and like Europe.
And the same one where, you know, myriad of Hollywood jokes about him keeping little boys locked in his basement come from, and the one who was called out on alleged SA and then attempted to say that he was gay so that he could just kind of breeze over the fact that he SA'd someone allegedly. Yeah, that Kevin Spacey. The Kevin Spacey whose own family has disowned him because they say, and I quote, he's an evil asshole, and I wouldn't trust him with a 10-foot pole.
But he's still a very good actor.
Still
one of the best actors ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the one with all of his accusers and all of the victims, alleged victims, dying suddenly through mysterious ways, like car crashes and suicides just right before the hearings. Very odd.
It's crazy how life works.
Very crazy.
All right. Well, I've got my morning Minecraft tomorrow. I'll probably start around. Well, it'll start when I wake up. So like probably like 8 or 9.
Don't push me off a cliff ever again.
I'm not going to, Jeff.
You pushed me off a cliff, and then you went back in time to erase all evidence that you did it, and you rebooted an older version before you pushed me off the cliff.
Flux is interdimensional?
Yes. Yes, I can. Well, no, I can only travel back in time. I can't travel forward.
Did Jeff play Minecraft with you and I didn't?
No, I'm a character in her Minecraft world.
No,
I'm the alpha male. I'm the alpha male in her pack of dogs. She has a pack of dogs, and the alpha is named Jeff.
I have a Minecraft world, and Jeff is our lead dog. And
until she pushed me off a cliff.
A few weeks ago, he was not pushed. He fell because the AI is stupid, and he fell off the top of my mountain because I live on the top of a mountain.
I'm just minding my own business, doing my own stream, and suddenly chat goes, Flux pushed you off a cliff! Flux murdered you! Flux pushed you off a cliff! You're dead!
Well, that's why you need to put a lead on your doggies in Minecraft.
Well, see, yeah, I need to keep the leash on him, but I'm keeping Jeff on the mountaintop now where he's safe. He's not gonna go too far.
Wait, this happened on top of a mountain?
Yes.
Jeff, you were transfigured.
Yeah.
That's all that happened. You just became a higher being.
Yeah, she helped me. She helped me become a higher being. And then she went back and rebooted an earlier version to hide the evidence.
Yeah, and I couldn't cope with the fact that I lost my Jeff dog, and so I had to go back. I lost like 2 weeks worth of work and stuff in this world because I'm like, nope, I just want Jeff back. Nope, can't do it. So we went and got Jeff back.
I love Minecraft.
It's so fun.
You guys, what if we are in Minecraft?
What if we are Minecraft?
Yeah,
There's too many round things. Like my hat.
A new version, you know?
It's true, yeah.
Well, even with like, because I've got some like even with mods and stuff, like it's weird because the only round things you ever find are the shadows, which makes no sense.
I love you guys. I gotta go. Puppy's awake.
All right.
Just gotta go out.
All right. Bye, everyone. Chat, I love you. Guys, I love you. Thanks so much for hanging out. We're going to wrap it up. And guys, remember, be excellent to each other. Have a great night. Bye. Bye. If it ever